Today, we're going to be talking about, well, Twitchcon, and then potentially watching the last 2 episodes of Murder Drones. But yeah, as a lot of you know, I went to Twitchcon this last weekend, and oh my goodness. Sorry, one moment. Firstly, I am exhausted, but it's the good kind of exhausted. I had so much fun at TwitchCon this year. It was amazing. Hold on, getting some music going just so we have some background noise. There we go. So I technically went to badge pickup on day 0 because lines are evil. Typically on day 1 of the con. So I'm like, you know what? I'd rather deal with getting my badge on day 1 so I don't have to deal with the madness of the line. It's still a bit loud. Hold on. Okay, there we go. That should be nice now. A lot of people also had the same idea as me, so there was quite a bit of a line. And as they were separating the partner line from the community and affiliate line, I saw that they had a queue for people who were approved for the accessibility marker on their badge. So I was like, hey, I technically was approved for that. Am I able to move to that line? And like, oh yeah, you can. And I'm like, sweet, thanks. So I moved on over to the accessibility queue, and they let us in first, which was nice. And then, you know, we lined up in our own line and got our badges. Apologies for yawning. I swear, I'm just still very tired. I hibernated for so long after the con. Anyway, I figured, hi Minatoni! I'm glad, yes, I had a lot of fun, and it was lovely seeing you too! I'm happy we got to see each other! So I think what I'm going to do is I might switch to my... Oh my god, stop yawning! I think what I might do is switch on over... Yeah! I'm gonna switch on over to my YouTube scene and screen share my Instagram so you guys can see some of the photos. Yay! Alrighty, let's go ahead and switch scenes. Okay, let me click here. Let me click this, and let me click this, and who the fuck is trying to call me right now? Okay, let's see. Done. Alright, let's see. Is this popping up? Yes, it is. Awesome. So, first and foremost, yes, I am one of the few VTubers who shows my face. I don't really care about showing my face. I'm really fine with it. So, yes, the person you're seeing there, that is what I look like IRL. Yes, that is my human form when I am not in Fluffy Mouse disguise. I'm hoping at some point to fully cosplay my IRL. Not my IRL self, Jesus. I'm hoping at some point to be able to cosplay my VTuber form, because I think it'd be really cute. The complication would be the hoodie. Yep. The jacket would probably be the most complicated part. Anyway, so I got a few meet and greets. I was approved for them. I was very happy about it. I went to some booths. I was cosplaying Foolish Gamers on day 1, and I went to like this booth called that was doing like a collab with Pokemon. They had like SanDisk cards that were Pokemon themed, and it was cool. So I took a photo there. Poor guy tried to airdrop the photo to me like 5 times, and it didn't want to work, so he had to email the image to me. And then we got the actual photos. I had to separate them all into multiple parts, but, you know, it is what it is. Alrighty. So on day 1, I got to meet a lot of people. I got to meet the sisters of a streamer I watch a lot. They are also cool, and they also make their own content. And then I love them, they're awesome. This is FG Ems and FG Moo. So, Foolish Gamers M and Moo, Foolish Gamers Moo. And they were very sweet and very kind. They took pictures with me. They signed my badge. I let Moo babysit Pepito and Leo. And they were like, oh my god, you have Leo and Pepito with you? Oh my goodness! God, can I hold Leo? I'm like, yeah! So I let them hold Leo. I'm like, do you also want to babysit Pepito for a tiny bit? And they're like, yes! So that's where the other picture came from. Oh my goodness. Clicking wrong buttons. Then, I also met a bunch of the hermits from Hermitcraft. They were super nice. We got good times with Scar, Impulse, Gizzleman, and Gemini Tay. They were also all very lovely. I hope they all had a blast at the con. I just felt bad for Scar because he had, every time after, you know, like he shook people's hands, he had to use hand sanitizer, which, like, understandable. He wants to keep his health safe. I just hope his hands were okay after, because using too much hand sanitizer, your hands burn after a bit. So I just hope his hands were okay. But they were all very, very sweet. They all also signed my badge, and they were very nice. It was very cool to meet some of the hermits from one of the most coolest Minecraft servers, Hermitcraft. So yeah. Then I also ran into Tina Kitten, and it was very brief. I did have a meet and greet with her on Sunday of the con, but I saw her and I'm like, I just want a quick selfie with her in my Foolish cosplay. Ah! So I managed to snatch a selfie with her really fast before she had to run off with Valkyrie. But it was awesome and she was very sweet. I got 2 of her stickers that she was giving out. It was very cool. And then I met the person who is the emo artist for Bad Boy Halo. She is also a VTuber, and she's the one who made this emote. The dancing egg. The dancing Teru egg. She's the one who made the dancing Teru egg emote. So I met her, and I was like, yeah, I'm the one who commissioned a dancing egg emote from you. And they're like, oh my god, hi! I also was the first ghostie to get her stickers. She was giving out a sticker of her and Bad that she made for the con, and I was the first ghostie to get them. Woohoo! Then at a booth, here I met a cool person who, massive props to them, they cosplay Technoblade all weekend. 07 King, you are missed very much. Technoblade never dies. Anyway, they were cosplaying Technoblade like all weekend, and I have to say massive props to them because the part of the convention center, so the convention center that Twitchcon is held in is the same convention center Comic-Con is, you know, held in. So I know the place like the back of my hand. I know all the tips and tricks. I know the best place to stand if you're too hot and you need to cool down. I know all the tips and tricks. Typically, where the Artist Alley was this year is where the badge pickup is. Is where badge pickup typically is for Comic-Con. Yeah, I know you know, Metatoni. But yeah, it's typically where badge pickup for Comic-Con is. And bro, that's a sunroof. It gets so hot up there, you know, if you aren't careful. And that's why whenever I do have to work badge pickup at the con, I'm typically wearing the lightest cosplays I can, you know, during that part of the con, and then using my main big fancy cosplays, you know, for like the other days. At least there weren't any signs saying you can't sit here per fire marshal orders. Oh my god. Yeah, another detail, during Comic-Con, they limit the seating areas. So, it really is a fucking hit or miss if you could actually find somewhere to sit at Comic-Con. So, thank you, Twitchcon, for having a million places we could sit. It helps a lot. I tried sitting in one of the beanbag chair areas, and I almost died. AKA, I couldn't get out. I almost couldn't get out. I had to roll off the beanbag chair in order to get out of it. I'm like, oh my god, help me! And it was the day I was wearing this cosplay too, so it's just like, oh god, I'm having to deal with a cape. Oh no. But yeah, as I was saying, massive props to them because, as I said, this area can get pretty hot depending on the weather. And while the weather was pretty decent, the sun still got kind of unbearable at some points. So I felt bad for the artist alley. I hope people were staying hydrated and stuff. But massive props to them because they were wearing basically a really thick cosplay all weekend. So, you have my props. Amazing. Also, your art and all the stuff you were selling was wonderful. I don't know if you will ever see this VOD or this stream, but thank you for your dedication to being Technoblade, and also thank you for all the amazing and incredible art. I appreciate you. And then, for my first meet and greet at the con, I got to meet Tubbo! It was awesome! Bro, what are they feeding the people in the United Kingdom and other countries? Like, why are all these people giants? Oh my god, like, you know, Tubbo was tall, but he was only like maybe 2 more inches on me. He was like maybe only about 2 more inches on me, but he still was tall. I thought motherfucker was must be the fish and chips. Oh my goodness, I doubt it's the fish and chips. Unlike America, they're way more healthier with their food and stuff. Like, literally, from what I've seen of videos from, like, Tubbo and his friends, like, vlogs or, like, IRL streams, in grocery stores, they literally have a section called American food, and that is the only way you get, like, the most unhealthiest food, and even then, it's still not even the most unhealthiest. It's still, like, pretty mid, oh, yeah, this is this, and it's just, like, that's not even the most unhealthiest thing you could have. But yeah, like, he was, like, still, like, 2 inches taller than me. I've been watching Tubbo since he was back on the, like, the Dream SMP and stuff. Don't super like talking about the server. We don't talk about that. But, you know, when he joined QSMP, I've definitely followed him a lot more. But, it's like, it's crazy because, you know, for, you know, as you all know, for my VTuber age, it's basically my IRL age. I'm 30 years old. I'm at that point in life where when I was younger, the YouTubers that were older than me were, you know, like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, all that jazz. And now I'm watching Twitch streamers. You know, I still watch those guys, of course, but I'm watching Twitch streamers, and half of them are younger than me. And I don't know how to feel about that. I'm just like, oh my god, what the fuck? But yeah, I saw Tubbo when he started streaming at like about, I believe he was about 16 at the time when he was on that one Minecraft server. But, you know, I basically watched him growing up on Twitch, so it was interesting. I thought he was gonna be short though. I mean, in comparison to, like, example Tommy, he's a bit shorter than him, so I'm like, oh, maybe he's about, maybe 5'3", 5'4". Nah, he's a bit taller than me. So yeah, I don't know what they're feeding at the people in the UK, but give me that shit. I want to grow taller, please. I don't want to be stuck I don't want to be stuck at 5'2" anymore. But yeah, Tubbo was very sweet, and it was wonderful meeting him. Yeah. He also, I had brought my QSMB eggs, obviously, with me, since I was cosplay foolish, so I had brought Leo and Pepito with me. And I just showed him, and he's like, oh, wow, you brought the eggs! They're all dead. Sorry, they're all dead. I'm like, not in my head, kid, they're not sorry, they're canonically dead. It's like, says the one who made a time travel AU, where him and Sunny are now just basically Time Lords traveling across the universe. But yeah, he like joked, and everybody who apparently I wasn't the only one. Like anybody who gave him like egg related stuff, he kept saying that joke, like sorry, the eggs are dead. And it's like, bro, he's so silly, and I love him. Such a silly goober. Anyway, next photos. I got to meet Bad Boy Halo, and he was super nice. Yeah, Time Lords, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff. But yeah, I also got to meet Bad Boy Halo. He is so freaking nice. It's like I saw him on Thursday. He was absolutely sweet. And he was like, oh my god, you got Leo and Pepito with you. I was like, would you like to hold them for the photo? He's like, yes! So I let him hold them, and I held my small foolish that I made, as you can see there. And so we took a picture, and it was fun. I'm just really happy I got to meet him. It's like, during QSMP especially, my main 3 POVs for the English speakers were Filza, Foolish, and Bad. So I like to call myself a ghost crow with a Doozer construction hat, because Filza's community is the crows, Bad's community is the ghosties, and Foolish's community is called the Doozers, based off like the Doozers from like Fraggle Rock. But we have our own take where they're like tiny totems of undying and stuff. But yeah. But yeah, I got to meet Bad, and it was awesome. He was very sweet. And I got to actually kind of hang out with him again on Sunday at the con. I'll show the pictures of that when I get to Sunday. But he was very kind, and I am very grateful that he put up with my shenanigans. Thank you, Bad. I appreciate it. And then I got to meet more people. I got to meet the person who did quite a few Quackity's emotes for, I think, Quackity 2, I think? But they're called D-Town Cat. They speak Spanish and English, and they are super sweet. They had a plushie of their profile picture with them, and that is the only way I recognize them, because I'm like, I don't know what they look like IRL, but I just happened to run into them by chance, and they're like, oh, you want to take a picture together? I'm like, yes! So I took a picture with them, and they also, everybody who I met really loved that I had the eggs with me. I was just really happy that I can make people smile by bringing them with me. Oh my god, my models just spazzed the hell out. What the fudge? Let's see. There was this one booth in the Artist Alley that had a bunch of different, like, you know, Pepes and stuff. And I was dying of laughter because they had one based off the Copium emote that is on 7TV. Let me see. I think I have it. Yeah, here we go. If you have 7TV installed, you'll be able to see it, but it's basically a frog with a oxygen tank and hailing Copium. But yeah, they had basically stitched that, knitted that themselves, and oh my god, it was amazing. I was like, massive props, because holy crap, that looks incredible. Well, basically it is Pepe the Frog, it just, people have kind of reclaimed him for like emotes and stuff. I don't know really how to explain it, but yeah. Anyway, they made this, and when I went back to their booth by the end of the weekend, they were almost completely sold out of everything. Like, they sold out of all these guys they knitted, and they just had some art left, so I was super happy for them. I'm like, yay, you sold them! And like, yeah, I did! It was awesome, and I'm so happy that they did really well this weekend. Then I went to another booth and died of laughter because they literally, it's like they had amazing art, like you could see some of their art in the background, but then they had this freaking cup. They had this freaking cup. So, because of the Book of Bill or something that came out recently for Gravity Falls, there's been like a resurgence of Gravity Falls fans and everything. And so that like brought up like, you know, Bill Ford and all that other stuff of like ships and whatever for Gravity Falls, and people were like, wow, a lot of the shit is really yaoi themed with Gravity Falls. So this person made this cup that people could put tips in, and they called it the Old Man Yummy Fund. I was like, I'm so sorry, can I please take a picture of this? It's so funny. And they're like, yes, please, go ahead. I'm like, thank you. Oh my god, I was dying of laughter. Oh yeah, one of my friends has been posting about Gravity Falls and stuff and cosplay again. Yeah! As I said, Gravity Falls has been making a resurgence, and they also have made it where I believe the entirety of the series is now free on YouTube to watch. I'll have to find out if that is actually watchable on stream. If it isn't, I'm not gonna risk it. But if it is able to be watched on stream, then we should totally have a Gravity Falls watch party day. That would be awesome. Anyway, yeah, this made me laugh a lot, so I had to take a picture of it. Then at one of the booths was this absolutely adorable little guy. He's a I think they said he was a Pomsky, and he was so cute and so sweet. They had a little blanket set up here for him. Yeah, I better check TOS. What I typically do is not only check TOS, but also, like, check, like, streamed content. Like, look up, like, example, I watched Murder Drones on stream last week on Tuesday. And I looked up to see if other people watched it, and other people watched it and they didn't have problems, so that's why we're potentially finishing the last 2 episodes today. Anyway, because of how I posted the picture, it cut off the note, but attached to this print was a note said, "Please don't take this. This is my treat money. I am watching you." And I'm just like, oh my god, that is so cute. He is the guardian of the Genshin Impact doggo art. Let me triple check that that's everything. One moment. Double checking my album on another site. Blah 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 blah. I did forget to post some pictures on Insta. Whoopsie! I might upload those later. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Actually, I'll just probably pull up the Instagram, the Twitter, photos. But for now, we're okay. We're good. Anyway, so day 2 of the con. I don't think a lot of people realized what I was cosplaying, and the few people who did was because they were either also cosplaying the same franchise as me, or they were at the horror meetup, which, by the way, I did not know there was a horror community meetup at Twitchcon. So I'm like, I don't stream a lot of horror games. I typically kind of stream the more niche ones. I hope to maybe play Dead by Daylight on stream sometime soon, but I feel like at some point I would like to do it with a friend group, because, like, some online players are toxic as fuck. Yeah, some online players are toxic as fuck. It's like, I've seen some pretty not so nice things people have done, so I'm just like, if I play this game, I would rather play with people I know. But, friend group is kind of small at the moment in regards to people who stream. So, maybe at some point, even if it's just like a small collab, I could play Dead by Daylight with some people and become a Dwight main. Because Dwight is my baby boy and I love him so much. But yeah, I was cosplaying Dwight from Dead by Daylight, and it was fun. I actually ran into other Dead by Daylight cosplayers, and they were like, "Oh my god, it's Dwight! It's Dwight! It's Tweety! It's the Twink! It's the Twink!" And I'm just like, I mean, you're not wrong, but... Oh my god, it was so funny. Anyway, I went to the con. I brought my little small Foolish and Small Vegeta again. Took some silly photos of them. Like, example, when I first got into the... Yeah, Yeah, he's basically seen as like a twink stereotype apparently for a lot of people in the community, from what I know. If you don't know what that word means, look it up yourself, Eric. Anyway, I took a photo of them dancing at the DJ set. Another benefit to having the disability sticker, disability marker, is because I qualified for that. I was able to enter the con before the rest of the crowd, so it was nice to be able to do that and not have to risk being trampled. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you, Twitchcon, for having such a feature available to people with disabilities, both mental and physical. It's very nice. But yeah, so DJ booth wasn't crowded yet because the main crowd wasn't in, so I went on over there and did some silly photos with my two little guys dancing. Also, yes, I stitched those myself, and it's based on an AU made by It's Me Aries on Twitter called the QSMP Small AU. Foolish and Vegeta are kind of the main focus of the AU, but there are like other characters like Royer, Selbit, Bad Halo, Willy Rex, you know, a bunch of other people. And I definitely recommend checking out. It's super cute! So cute! Anyway, continuing. As I said, I took them around the con. I took photos. I almost tripped on this stupid fucking ledge. I didn't see it. I grabbed them, and then I was climbing up. Almost fell on my face because of the stupid ledge right here. But I managed to save myself. But I still was just like, what the fuck? I choked around and put them inside the lizard's mouth. And then I went by some of the other, like, you know, booths that had, like, that were for, like, charities and organizations where you could do live streams and raise money to help charities. So, like, example, St. Jude's Children's Hospital. They had this cute little cutout, so I put Foolish in that one, Vegeta in that one, and I'm hoping... Sorry, got caught in an ad break. You are totally fine. I'm hoping at some point, maybe I could ask somebody in a Discord server I'm in, if somebody could add Leo or Leo, like right here in the little one, because I think that'd be cute. I didn't have Leo with me that day because I was cosplaying an entirely different franchise from QSMP, so yeah. There was also a art board they had at that booth, and I added a purple and gold heart, you know, to show love and support, but also to represent them, because purple is Vegeta's colors, and like gold/yellow is Foolish's, so yeah. I also went back to this booth, at least today, at least on that day, the airdrop was working properly, so I was able to get the photo this time. I just felt so bad the last time because it's just like, oh no. Then I got to meet Shoto! I got to meet Shoto. It was so cool. He was super nice. He saw me holding the plush. He's like, wait a minute, what are you holding there? I'm like, oh, it's a small Foolish and a small Vegeta from QSMP. I made them myself. He's like, wait, that's Foolish? Can I take a photo with my phone? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I held them up for him to take a picture of. And then we talked for a tiny bit. He had like a time limit. I think it was like about 40 seconds. And we almost went over time. And thankfully it was only by like 3 seconds. So they helped me take this picture. And then it was all good. And I'm just like, I just want to say hi and be chill. And but I got to meet Shoto. He's super nice. And I hope he had a blast. I hope he had a blast at TwitchCon. I hope he had a lot of fun. I loved how he activated his little wispy dog ears. It's like the cutest little thing ever. I love the wispy dog ears! But yeah, I had so much fun. He was so nice. Oh my god. And then nextly, because I got done... You probably weren't the only one who had a fangasm. Actually, okay, so here's the thing. I don't really get starstruck when meeting, like, streamers and stuff. Like, example, a few years ago, Markiplier used to go to Comic-Con all the time because his brother works on a comic called Two Kinds, which is a furry comic. And so, because his brother worked there, he would go there to show support to his brother, but also, like, walk around the con. And, you know, sorry, brain malfunction for a second. And I guess because I met him so many times, I think I met him like 4 or 5 times in general over like 4 or 5 years of Comic Con. It was. I swear I could speak English. But I met him so many times that by the third time I met him, I just didn't feel like starstruck anymore. I just was able to be like, you know what? He's a normal person, like I am. And, you know, it's better to see them as normal people because, I was like, I remember I asked him because there was this one year before I became like a department volunteer. There was this one year my friend was like, "Hey, we need extra help at a booth. Is there anybody who wants to help?" So I volunteered. So I actually got to go into the exhibit hall before it would open. It's crazy how empty that place is before it opens. Like, oh my god, you could actually move, you can actually breathe. It's insane. Anyway, as I was going to the booth, they're like, you guys can walk around for a tiny bit before we start. Just make sure you get back here before a hall opens. And we're like, oh, okay. So my friend and I had told my friend, I was like, hey, did you know Markiplier is here? And they were like, wait, really? I'm like, yeah, I could show you over to the booth he's at. He's with his brother helping support him this weekend. He's like, and so they were like, oh yeah, cool. As long as he's fine with it, yeah, let's go say hi really fast. I'm like, yeah. So as we're talking, my friend got to say hi. I think they got a signature. I don't remember. But, he was grateful that we were really chill and stuff. And I was like, so is there something that you wish that fans would... I guess is there something in particular that you wish would change about some fan interactions and stuff? Or, how I worded it was specifically like, is there something you wish that fans would understand when they meet you, or like something you wish they wouldn't do when they meet you? I think it was something along those lines. And he was like, I kind of wish fans would realize that I'm just like them, like, see how we're talking right now. We're completely fine. We're chill. We're just talking. We're just being, nice, having a normal conversation. I think the biggest problem with sometimes getting a big fan base following is people put you up on a pedestal. And while it can be nice, for some people it can like go to their heads and stuff. And, that's not a good thing. And, I don't mind if people look up to me and stuff. I'm totally fine with that. But I wish people would realize that I'm just like them. I'm just a guy, And I'm like, yeah, totally get that. And it helped me kind of not feel like, you know what? I don't have to freak out when I meet people. I could just be a totally normal person. And if you act normal around them, it actually makes the interaction way more enjoyable for them because they don't have to be like, oh, it's okay, don't cry, it's all good, ha ha ha. Because personally to me, this is my opinion, but I almost feel bad whenever people cry in front of a streamer because sometimes streamers, are just like, oh no, what do I do? How do I help with this? Some streamers handle it very well, but for anybody who just freshly got popular, then it can be kind of like, oh no, what do I do? How do I help? Oh no, be okay, you're okay, calm. So I'm just like, yeah, I get it. I totally get it. But for me, I personally just don't get starstruck anymore. I get excited, like, don't get me wrong, I get excited to meet people. But, it's the semblance of, hey, we're just chatting and we're just having fun and we're being silly. We're just being silly. It's totally fine, So yeah, I guess I don't really fangasm. I just get happy and excited that, hey, I got to meet this person. I know a lot of other people don't get this chance. So I'm happy that I managed to get this chance. Thank you, Twitchcon, for not having it be like 2022. Oh my god, 2022 was so bad. Oh my god. 2022, aka people trying to trample each other to get to the meet and greet area, and then taking forever, so the backup line for the meet and greets was so fucking long that sometimes they didn't even move, and then people were left back there and not able to meet their streamers. It was bad. But yeah, anyway, sorry, got side tangent. Anyway, so right after Shoto's meet and greet, I went over to Twitch Rivals because they had MCC happening, which is, you know, the Minecraft Championship. And I'm like, I'm very late. I don't even remember 2022. I think that was the only other time I went to TwitchCon. It was only for one day. 2022 had its issues, like the staff. Oh my god. The staff did not do line management well for a lot of stuff. There were panels where literally, just to give an example, they knew how big Dream SMP was. At the TwitchCon in Europe, they had a massive room for them. And did a massive, you know, panel where there was a lot of seating and stuff. They saw how popular it fucking was. And they decided to give them the smallest room, one of the smallest panel rooms possible, knowing how many people were going to show up. And the worst part, there was supposed to, a lot of the times for the panels, there is supposed to be a separate line for the disability queue and the normal queue. People with disabilities were nearly being trampled. Like, there were people in wheelchairs. Like, I heard stories about what happened. Like, there was this one girl in a wheelchair, and as she was getting into, you know, the disability spot, somebody shoved her. And they shoved her so hard she almost fell out of her wheelchair. And it's just like, are you for real? And of course there was multiple people for the Dream SMP that were there. So it's like, so I wish I was joking. But there were a lot of people with disabilities that got really fucked over that con. Like, oh my god, it was so poorly managed. So like this year for 2024, it was a huge improvement. Like, oh my god, it was such a huge improvement. I haven't seen any really super negative things come out other than people slipping shit into drinks at the blurp party, but I don't know enough about that to talk about it. So yeah, but yeah, never I would not have noticed the differences. Yeah, no, like, I know Moist Critical talked about some of the issues that happened at TwitchCon 2022, so if you absolutely did want to know about some of the clusterfuck it was, I would definitely recommend checking out his videos about it. But, the one thing we definitely don't talk about was the foam pit. That's all I will say. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Again, Moist Critical talked about it, but, you don't build a pile of foam on a floor, on a concrete floor, and just call it a foam pit. I have tripped onto the floor at Comic-Con before. I know how much that fucking floor hurts. That's all I will say. But, yikes. Anyway, it was a lot more well managed, and because I had the accessibility stuff, I was able to go into the seating for the accessibility queue. I actually was kind of close to the middle-ish, but also like in the back, but not like the back where you had to sit in like the racks and behind me, but I was in one of the actual like folding chairs, like the guy in the chair to the right is sitting in. And they had a little accessibility flag. Yes, anyway, back to the pics. I'm sorry, I go on side tangents. Anyway, I went to MCC. It was a lot of fun to watch. I'm amazed I didn't lose my voice. I'm amazed I didn't lose my voice with how much I cheered. I swear to God. I was shouting so much that I got like a painful spike in the back of my head if I shouted for too long. It was so bad. And of course, they didn't have any painkillers with me, so it's just like, oh boy, time to tough it out. God, it was so bad. But as they were doing MCC, there would be intervals where they were like taking a break to get stuff set up for like next games, to let streamers like take a bathroom break or whatever, because you know you're streaming for a really long time. I went to the Street Fighter 2 Stage Jam Slam tournament for a bit, but didn't stay long. Yeah, as I said, I got there late, so by the time I got there, they were on the last, like, I think 5 or 4 games, so it wasn't, you know, that much I had to sit through. Anyway, during the intervals for, like, I think the second to last game, they had a thing where they called people up to do Minecraft trivia. It was basically guess the character. So, me, wanting to make sure I got seen, stood up with these 2 little guys and started jumping around like a crazy person, like, me, pick me, pick me, pick me. And the guy saw me as like, you in the blue hat, come on up. I'm like, yes. So, I got called up, and they're like, if you win, you get you get 2 prizes. The first prize being a card signed by all of our competitors for MCC. And the second prize, you also get on top of that, Twitch rivals and Dunkin' Donuts have teamed up together to make cool loot boxes. And if you win, you get the loot box as well as the card. And guess who fucking won? Guess who fucking won? Guess who fucking won? It was funny because, of course, the first 2 characters to be guessed by the people, like, there was 2 people in front of me. The first 2 characters, it's like, who is this? Minecraft Steve. You got it. Who is this? Minecraft Alex. You got this. Alrighty, now we're gonna go on and do a slightly harder one. Alrighty. Who is what? Instead of who, it was what is this? And it was a Blaze. I'm like, that's the Blaze. And he's like, sorry, can you repeat that one more time? Held the microphone up to me. The Blaze. And he was like, that's correct. So he handed me the card. And then he was like, make sure to grab your loot box and head on back to your seat. I'm like, thank you. And I got the box. And Jesus fucking Christ. This box was big. It was like, it like consumed my whole torso. That's how big it was. It wasn't heavy, thankfully, but I literally, after MCC, I had to go to the close by, outside the exhibit hall loot cave for Twitchcon. I'll tell you in a sec. I had to go to the loot cave inside, outside the exhibit hall, and it was the Twitchcon loot cave. I was like, hi, so, place this box on counter. I got this box from the MCC tournament, and I don't want to carry it around all day. I see you guys are giving really big bags with certain purchases. If I just buy a pen, can I please have a bag? And the lady was very nice and gave me a bag, even though I just bought an $8 pen. She was like, here, I got you. We struggled to get that box in the bag, but we fucking did it. But oh my God, if I had to carry that thing around all day, I was going to lose it. Anyway, what was inside the box was 2 wooden coasters. One says Twitch Rivals Dunkin', and the other is a donut from Dunkin' Donuts. It's like a wood coaster that's like carved into. It's really nice. I like it a lot. It's pretty. Probably not like the bags. Well, no, because of the bag size limit. If they didn't have, look, TwitchCon, I get it. But please, for the love of God, this is my one complaint. Increase the bag size slightly for next year. Please. Please. Even if it's just increasing the width of a bag. Just please, I need a slightly bigger bag. I kept having to go to the booth giving free bags and being like, hey, do you guys giving out free bags? Cool. Can I please have one? It was so bad. It was so bad. I was just like, oh my god, please. I'm struggling out here. You should see the big ass Funko bag I caught at Comic-Con. Oh, I saw people walking around with it. It was big. It was very big. But yeah, so continuing with what was in the box. Inside the box was the 2 winning coasters, a bunch of stickers, so like one that said Twitch Rivals, one that said Twitch Rivals Duncan, one that was another donut, and then one that was just, I think, just a standalone Twitch Rivals. I don't 100% remember. I would have to grab it, and I don't want to right now. I don't want to right now. Pardon, I don't want to right now. There was also a beanie that said Twitch Rivals and Duncan on it. I don't really wear beanies. It's too hot in California. I don't see the point of wearing a beanie unless it gets really fucking cold this winter, which I doubt. I'm probably not gonna wear it, but thank you. And then the last 2 items were, one second, I need to take a drink. I've been talking too much. There we go. Winter is coming. Okay, we still have a bit of music. We're good. But, the last 2 items were a really, really, really soft blanket that had Twitch Rivals and Dunkin' all over it. Yes, I hydrated. No worries. Allergies. It's like, of course, the weather went from really nice this weekend to now it being suddenly really dry again. So now I'm suffering the consequences. I fucking hate it. I hate it so much. Anyway, so the last 2 items were the blanket I just mentioned. It's really soft. I'm gonna wash it before I use it, just because, better safe than sorry. It's probably been touched by multiple people. Germs. No. Ew. And then the last thing I got was like this really fancy steel like mug. Well, not the mug. It's like a tumbler. It's like a fancy steel tumbler, and it's really nice. It's like a solid metal. Like it's the kind where you can't microwave it because I think of like the design and stuff that's on it. The design is white and it says Twitch Rivals and Dunkin' again on it. Once again, because Twitch Rivals was sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts, therefore everything for Twitch Rivals said Twitch Rivals with Dunkin' underneath. Anyway, it's like hand wash only and it cannot be microwaved. But it's the type of metal where if you put a hot drink in it, it will definitely stay hot. So I'm thinking maybe that'll be the same for if you put cold drinks in it. But I don't know. But I'm excited. It's really cool. I like it a lot. And yeah, I'll eventually post all the stuff I got from that loot box. Eventually. I was so tired. I needed to hibernate, man. I needed to hibernate. But yeah, so it was funny because I ended up running into some of the streamers on this card later, and I just only needed to take selfies with them because I basically already had their signature. And then I met Tubbo's dad. He was sitting in like the VIP area, so I got to say hi to him. It was very nice. But yeah, look how big that box is! It like was half of my torso. It was so big. It wasn't heavy, thank God. But oh my God, it was so big. Then I saw this really cool, and then I saw the Technoblade, which was from the booth upstairs, walking around with this Filza. And they were both amazing, so I had to make sure I got a photo of them because they were cool. Very cool. the Philza recognized me. They were also in Tebo's meet and greet line. That's one of the pictures I forgot to post. I got a photo of them in a meet and greet line. But they recognized me from the day before. They're like, oh wait, you were the Foolish the day before, weren't you? I'm like, yep, that was me. So, you know, they said, we talked for a tiny bit. They were very nice. And also, I hope those wings weren't too heavy. Like, oh my god, I can only... Like, those wings were huge. They, like, almost touched the ground with how big they were. I can only hope that they are made out of a material that wasn't too heavy. Because I know sometimes with wings, like, cosplay wings, depending on the materials that's used, it could really kill your back. So, if they were wearing heavy wings all weekend, then... props to them. Then there was this guy, he was walking around with one of those dinosaur puppets that, you know, obviously you have like a fake arm underneath it and your real hand is inside the puppet itself. And he actually made that himself. Like, it's absolutely incredible. Like, look at that amazing work. Like, holy shit. I want a puppet like that one day, but of a dragon, because I think it would be really cool to be like a dragon tamer because of how many fucking dragons I have. And I would love to have something like this because that is just so fucking cool. But yeah, he made this himself. I'm like, I can only imagine how long this took you. It's like, yeah, I actually, it took a long time to build it, but the results are worth it. I'm like, oh yeah, definitely. Like, oh my god, absolutely amazing craftsmanship. Like, look at that! Look at that! Even has little feathers, has little claws, teefies. Like, holy shit, that is just incredible. Like, oh my god. Absolute massive props. And then this is when I ran into Dead by Daylight cosplayers. And they are the ones who informed me about the horror meetup. They're like, yeah, there's a horror meetup today for the horror community. I'm like,
that's amazing AF.
I know, right? But they're like, oh yeah, did you know there's the horror community meetup today? I'm like, there's a horror community meetup? Yeah, there's gonna be one today. It's gonna be downstairs in the community meetup area. I'm like, oh my god, that's awesome. I'll make sure I definitely swing by. And they had informed people I was coming. So yeah, there's this Noelle cosplayer. They were very cool. And then this was the horror community meetup. And these were two people who were waiting for me to show up. They're like, the other two cosplayers are like, there's a little Dwight showing up. Make sure you welcome them. So I gotta take a picture with them. They were both very nice. My friend said that she actually met her at Comic-Con this year and that she was cosplaying Draculaura. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But yeah, like, oh my god. Both of their cosplays are cool. That stick was actually lit up in real life. It, like, you can't, this photo doesn't do it justice. It actually lights up and glows. It's so fucking cool. It's so fucking cool. And then I saw a Leon Kennedy cosplayer. And I'm like, hey, so technically, in Dead by Daylight, Leon and Dwight are both in the game. So, is it okay if I take a picture with you just because it'd be funny, in my opinion, to take a photo from the same franchise as I sent in quotes to him? He's like, you know what? Of course, that's hilarious. I love that. So I got a photo with him, and it was awesome. And then, the biggest highlight of my con. So, I normally, no, so as I said earlier, I normally don't get starstruck. But this was the one time I kind of let myself get starstruck. I didn't cry or anything. If anything, I just had a massive adrenaline rush from trying to book it back downstairs as fast as I could. So I'm in a Discord server where we all, like, continue to talk about QSMP stuff and stuff. We all specifically talk, like, Familia Brown and stuff. So, like, Foolish and Vegeta, and, Royer, Leo, etc. And Selbit, etc. And, basically, a bunch of the so that's the server I'm in. But basically, I was looking at the Discord because I was taking a slight break on the stairs near the Copacabana. It's so funny. A quick funny side tangent. So I saw the Copacabana stuff. It's obviously the area where people can get alcohol and shit. Ow. Turret hiccups. It's obviously the place where people can get alcohol and shit. So I'm just like, you know what? I'll get the wristband just cause I get curious and I like walking around. Also, chance to see if there's people there that everyone else wouldn't get to see because they can't go in. So as I was getting the 21 plus wristband, it's like first the lady's looking at me as I'm pulling out my ID, and you can tell, okay? You can tell by the look in her eyes, she was to downing me. You could tell. I'm 30 years old, but I permanently look like I am 16 or 18. I actually got lucky because I did play the "How old do you think I am" game to people at the con, and some people actually guessed in the 20s, which I'm grateful for, but it's just so funny watching the reactions when I say, I'm 30. This is also part of the reason why my VTuber model looks so young, because literally, you wouldn't think I'm 30 years old, if you look at me. You wouldn't think I'm 30 years old, but lo and behold, I'm fucking 30 years old. Anyway, so, I pull out my ID and I give it to her, and she looks at the ID, looks at me, looks at the ID again, really focusing on the date of birth, looks at me again, hands my ID back to me. Yeah, I don't look like I'm in my mid-40s. But yeah, so, she looks at my ID, looks at me, and finally gives my ID back, and she's like, alrighty, hold your wrist now. I'm like, thank you. And she puts the wristband on. She's still exit downing me, though, as she looks at me, and I'm like, my ID is real, I swear to God. It's real. It's real. Oh, it was so funny, though. It was so fucking funny. Anyway, so as I'm trailing on the staircase, like on the other side of the artist alley outside, I see people in the Discord I'm in start going, Teru, they're running around the con floor. They're running around the con floor. I'm like, what? So I quickly start booking it downstairs, and there was this group of girls that were at the con, and yes, the day before the original reason I had met them is because one of them was giving out Ordum Paranormal stickers, because they were trying to promote hype for Zelbit's game for free. They weren't paid to do it, they were just doing it for sillies and because they wanted to. And they adopted me as their gringo this weekend. They were all from Mexico, and I'm the pasty white boy, so yeah, shits and giggles, exactly. But we basically, I'm the pasty white boy, hanging out with all these Hispanic Latinas, and they're like, you know what? You're artists this weekend, guys. This is our gringo this weekend. I'm like, oh my god. So I was adopted by them this weekend, and they're very nice. I missed them so much. I don't know if they'll watch the stream, but hi guys! I miss you! I miss you so much! I hope to see you at next Twitchcon! But yeah, the one who I originally met was like, Misa's by the entrance! Misa's by the entrance! Pasty white boy. I mean, have you not seen me? You've seen me in real life. I'm pale as fuck. When the sun touches me, I become red like a lobster. I'm a pasty white boy. Anyway, so, Misa's by the entrance. Misa's by the entrance. So I quickly, on an adrenaline rush, book it downstairs. I book it downstairs as fast as I can. And lo and behold, there's Misa near the area where you enter from badge pickup. And I'm just like, oh my god, 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 oh my god. And obviously there's kind of like a slight queue of people saying hi to him. Royer was originally with him, but he like ditched him temporarily. So that was fun trying to find him after he ditched Misa. But I ended up running into him, and he's like, "Hi, it's nice to meet you. Oh my God, it's that tiny, foolish, and tiny Vegeta." I'm like, "Yeah, you want to take a picture holding them?" He's like, "Yeah." So I took a picture with him, and I got to talk with him. If you ever get the chance to meet Misa, he gives the best hugs. He gives the best hugs. They're so nice. They're so very, 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 very nice. Like, oh my god. He like does the definition of a bear hug without it being like tight like a bear hug. He gives very nice hugs. But he was very excited to see Small Foolish and Small Vegeta. And I was like, "Do you know if you're gonna be here tomorrow?" He's like, I'm going to hopefully try. I can't guarantee anything, but I will try." Well, if you do come tomorrow, aka Sunday of the con, I'm gonna be cosplaying Filza tomorrow. Filza! I'm like, yes, Filza! And I'm gonna have Cheyenne and Tallulah with me. Cheyenne, Tallulah, mi niño, mi niña. I'm just like, yeah, the niño, the niña. And he's like, okay, if I come tomorrow, we need to take photos together. I'm not even the one who said, I want to take a photo with you. He's like, we need to take photos together. He wanted to specifically take the photo with me. And I was so fucking excited. Ah! But anyway, I got to meet Misa first, and it was very cool. Then, I'm walking around trying to find Royer, hoping to God he's not in one of the dark areas because my eyes are blind as shit. No, these are not prescription glasses. I popped the lens out of them. They're fake glasses. Lighting at Twitchcon, though, is very strange, in my personal opinion. Anyway, lo and behold, I walk by the Jake from State Farm booth. Well, actually not yet. As I'm walking, I looked towards the cafe area that was pretty close to the entrance, and I actually ran into El Mariana as well. He was also in the QSFP. He was Slime's partner for raising Guanaflipa, the iconic Misclick duo. I don't think they got to meet up. I'm very sad about it. But anyway, I once again am asking, what are other countries feeding people to make them into giants? Misa was wonderful. He was absolutely amazing to meet. He actually was like, "Do you want me to take the selfie?" And I was like, "Oh, sure." So I handed him my phone. He had to crouch to take the selfie with me. Okay, so hold on. Let me grab my VTuber model really fast. Okay, Taro, move over there for a second. Okay, so here is my full body. Pretend I am like, I don't know, I'm assuming he's close to 7 feet. I'm assuming. Please don't quote me on that. I could be totally wrong. But pretend I'm a giant. Basically, where his rib cage was, like right about here, that's how tall I was to him. He is massive. He is massive, chat. He is so tall. What are they feeding people in other countries that they are so fucking tall? I'm jealous. I stopped growing in 8th grade. I want to be tall. Let me be tall. I want to be tall. I want to be tall. Okay, silly bit is over. But yeah, like, Mans was a giant, and I'm just like, holy shit. But, you know, he was very nice and very sweet. He took multiple selfies with my phone, and I have them all still. I still have photos from, like, TwitchCon in 2022. I refuse to delete off my phone. And, like, these 4 selfies, and oh my god, turret hiccups, please. I have, like, multiple selfies from, like, Twitchcon in 2022 that I still haven't deleted because I cherish them. These 4 photos are gonna definitely be ones that stay on my phone. I'm gonna cherish them so fucking much. I can't delete them. No, I can't. Nah. These 4 are staying on my phone. Anyway, so I got a selfie with Mariana. I held up Felicia and Vegeta for the picture. I don't really think he noticed them. Dude, I'm 5'3", and you're darn close to my height. Yeah, 5'2" and 5'3" aren't that far. Also, note for people. My VTuber is 5 feet. Me, myself, and IRL, I am 5'2". So, yeah. But, yeah. Metatoni and I are pretty close to the same height. He's just, like, slightly taller, but not by much. How dare you have a height gain on me, Metatoni? I will kick your shins! /J/joking, not serious. Anyway, the next photo, Academy Royer! So after I met El Mariana, I happened to be walking by the State Farm booth, and I saw Quackity. That was the first thing I saw. I saw Quackity. Motherfucker was taller than me too. I thought he was short, but no, he's actually taller than me. How? What? Why? But, oh my god, voice crack. But, as I'm, you know, like, oh my god, there's Quackity. I actually found a rare Quackity sighting. Holy fucking shit. So, you know, I walk up, I'm getting ready to meet Quackity, like, hold on, like, la, oh my god, there's Quackity, la, waiting, my turn, and then suddenly, you know, to my right, here, I'll use Taro as an example. To my right, you know, I'm just like looking at Quackity. I'm just like, oh my god, it's Quackity. Okay, get my phone, have my smalls ready, and then suddenly, I look slightly to my right, only for shoom, you know, to so sharply turn to look at me, and it's Royer. I'm like, oh hi, Royer. Royer jump scared me. He jump scared me so bad. I'm just like, oh my god, hi Royer. He fucking scared me so bad. Anyway, it was so funny. It was hilarious. Anyway, I'm just like, oh my god, hi Royer. He's like, hola. And I'm talking to him. I'm just like, oh my god, hi, it's nice to meet you. Look, I have a small, foolish, and small Vegeta. And he's like, oh, are these for me? I'm like, no, they're mine, sadly. I'm going to steal them. I'm like, no, you cannot take them. You cannot take them. If you come to Twitchcon next year, I will make you your own. Don't take mine. I worked so hard on them for weeks. So, you know, I was like, but if you want, you can hold them, and I'll take a selfie of you holding them. He's like, see, I could do that. And I'm like, yay! And, you know, so I got this wonderful selfie, and, guys, I've been perceived by Spanish Twitter. I've been perceived by Spanish Twitter. Oh my goodness, the post of me meeting them has so many likes. It's actually insane. I'm just like, oh my god, hi. Some people have even made my photos. Obviously, like, they've cropped me out, which I don't mind. It's fine. You know, obviously you don't want a rando in your photo. But, like, they've, like, cropped me out for, like, some people have cropped me out for, like, this picture and the Quackity picture, and they're using it as their profile picture. And I'm like, I feel so honored, but also, like, why? There's so many other better selfies. But I feel honored. I feel honored that people are using my pictures. I also made a bunch of people cry because they're like, Familia Brown de Luke, they're reunited. Foolish and Vegeta had adopted Royer on the QSMP, so he was basically their son. But yeah, thank you for hydrate. Hydrate complete. Thank you very much. But yeah, he really liked my small plushies. He thought it was very cute. And I was like, by the way, I just want to let you know, I'm still learning Spanish, but I really greatly enjoy your streams, and I thank you for being a part of the QSMP. Your content brings me a lot of joy. And he's like, oh, thank you very much, my friend. I'm like, ah! He was so nice. He was so nice. And now, the biggest highlight of this weekend. I got to meet Quackity. Oh my god! I got to meet Quackity. Now, this is no ordinary feat because literally, Quackity is Quackity whenever he does go to like cons, like Twitchcon and stuff. Oh, he pouted because he was being silly because he was holding small felicia small fajeta. He was being silly. No worries. But basically, whenever Quackity goes to a con, it's really hit or miss if you're gonna meet him. It's really hit or miss if you're gonna meet him or not. Literally ever since he posted that he got his partner badge for TwitchCon, people were asking all over Twitter, where is Quackity? Where is Quackity? ¿Dónde está Quackity? And I'm just like, oh my god, this bro is gonna probably hide in the partner lounge if I had to guess. But no, he was actually there on the floor with Royer. I'm so happy he was with Royer though. That was awesome because it was Royer's first, like, I think it was Royer's technically big convention like this, if I recall correctly. Don't quote me on that, but this was definitely a new experience for him from what Misa had told me. So, you know, it was nice that Quackity was there with him, you know, trying to make sure he was, you know, having fun and stuff. Quackity is like the GOAT. He is always so, you know, good when his friends are new to stuff or when he wants to take his friends places. I've heard so many amazing stories from his friends on their Twitch streams about amazing stuff he's done for them, and bless Quackity. Bless him. He's amazing. Allergies. Also my throat. Anyway, so I got to say hi to Quackity, and I was like, by the way, I brought small Felicia, small Vegeta. And he's like, oh my god, it's Felicia and Vegeta. Oh my goodness. So I was just like, can I take a selfie with you holding them? He's like, sure. And it's so funny because every photo he did this weekend where he was like, I think holding a plushie or something, he did this pouty face because I'm not the only one he did this to. He did this for a lot of other people, and it was really funny. It made me laugh so much. Like, oh my goodness. But yeah, he handed them back to me. He's like, oh my god, did you make them? I'm like, yeah, I made them myself. He's like, oh my god, you did amazing. And I was like, can I also get you to sign my badge? She's like, my signature is not the greatest. Are you sure? I'm like, yes, I'm sure. So he's signing my badge, and as he's signing my badge, I'm like, I miss QSMP a lot. It was like the greatest part of last year for me, and I definitely miss it. And he said, and I quote, don't worry, we're cooking behind the scenes. Guys, potential QSMP2 confirmation, potential QSMP2 confirmation, potentially QSMP2 confirmation. I'm okay. But yeah, if they are cooking stuff behind the scenes, then I am definitely excited to see what will happen. If there is QSMP2 coming soon, I cannot wait. Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna switch to Zelda Wave. There we go. There we go. Okay. Anyway, Quackity was so nice. I also got to give Royer and Quackity, and I got to give Royer, Quackity, and Misal a hug. They were all super sweet, and I am just so grateful that they took time out of their schedules to meet me and a bunch of other fans. It's like the only reason I got starstruck slightly this weekend, but it was also partially due to an adrenaline rush, is because I didn't know if they would be coming back for next year. Twitchcon is going to be in San Diego till 2028, if I recall. So, yay, that's local. I'm able to just go down there, and it's not too far for me. So, yay, no hotels and stuff. When I was in Vegas, I was very sad because that's when the majority of QSMP people were there, and I couldn't go. Sad, because Las Vegas is too far, and hotels are expensive there. Jesus Christ. But because, you know, I don't know if, you know, Quackity probably will go again next year, because he always, it seems like he always goes. He just is really hard to find. If I never see Quackity at TwitchCon ever again, I at least got to meet him once. I got to give him a hug, I got to meet him, I got to take a selfie with him, and I got his autograph. So you know what? If I never see him again, I at least get to say I met him. But yeah, Quackity, Royer, Misa, and El Mariana were very, very sweet, and I'm very grateful to have met them. I literally, after I was done meeting them and I walked away, I literally had to sit down because I started shaking so much. But I think it was because of the adrenaline finally crashing, because I was just so frantically trying to make sure I could find them. And when I showed the Discord I'm in, I managed to meet them all. They all started screaming and crying in excitement for me. They also started crying because they're like, oh my god, Aries, they took photos of the smalls with them! And it made Aries, who once again designed the AU these two plushies are based on, really happy. So I'm happy I can make Aries happy. I'm happy. But yeah. And at least I got to meet a certain VTuber once, or actually twice, so if I don't get to see them again, at least I saw them at least once. Exactly. Next photo. Throughout the weekend, I'll pull up the thread on my Twitter. But, also during the weekend, I had, taken, like, different photos of the smalls throughout the con. So, I took a photo of them in the Glowtopia fountain. It was very cute. There was this LED, like, there was this blacklight Lego boost, so I made, like, Palm and Dapper from QSMP with it. Palm could have been done better, but I only had so many limited pieces. And also, nothing that could make a hat as easily as Dapper's top hat. Then there was the Bob Ross booth. I'm sad because I actually kind of wanted to do this, but I always missed it. Every time they were gonna do it, I missed it. So sad. So I decided to just be silly and make it where it looked like Foolish was about to paint Vegeta like one of your French girls. The Bob Ross people got very confused when I started touching the supplies, but when they saw I was just taking a silly photo, they were like, oh, it's fine. So, yay. And then I also got to meet Mouse! Yay! So I had went upstairs to the artist alley to see if there was anything I wanted to buy, because I didn't really allow myself to buy much on Thursday of the con. So I was like, okay, I think I will actually go and go upstairs, and as I was passing one of the booths, I heard a very familiar voice. Lo and behold, I looked to my left, and there is Iron Mouse on her little tripod iPad thing. And I'm just like, oh my god! And, Metatoni actually told me that, yeah, we appeared on her stream. I'm like, what? So, I got the video right here, so I'll play it for y'all.
Oh,
Yeah?
yeah, I'm a Fluffy Mouse VTuber.
A fluffy mouse? Can I see your VTuber model?
I have a business card that shows my model.
Oh, cute! Oh my god, you're so cute! Oh, you're adorable! Thank you for showing me.
hope you have a wonderful con.
I'm having
Also,
a great
there's-
time. It's very nice to meet you.
And also, I don't know if they've taken you downstairs, but there's a few booths selling cinnamon roll downstairs.
Thank you for telling me.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful con. I'm going to round it out.
It's so funny because I watched back the VOD at that part. Firstly, thank you to everybody in Mouse's chat who was like, oh my god, your VTuber is so cute. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. A bunch of people also said they really liked my energy, and I'm like, thank you. I'm laughing because one person is like, is that blood? And I'm like, I don't know if Mouse has ever played Dead by Daylight on stream, but it was just really funny watching people be like, why are they covered in blood? This is around the time I had to leave the con to get dinner and pick up something. I was watching this on the trolley back. Aww! That's awesome, Eric. I'm really happy you got to see it. Alright, anyway, back to this. So yeah, also it was funny because after I said the stuff about cinnamon roll being downstairs, so a bunch of the people in the chat as well were like, "Goat, massive W, yes, the cinnamon roll tax must be paid." But yeah, it's just like, and I looked at the guy who was holding his tripod was like, he like mouthed at me, "Why?" I'm like, "I'm going to rat it out. You have to pay the cinnamon roll tax." So I don't know if she got any of the plushies that were downstairs, but I hope she did. I hope she did. I also, at the booth I was originally looking at, had a corgi on it. So I it is a bummer Connor wasn't there, but it's understandable. You know, you get busy and stuff. The booth that I was about to look at before I met Mouse actually saw my corgi backpack that I was wearing because I was wearing a corgi backpack of a corgi drinking boba, and they're like, "Oh my god, do you want to see our corgi?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure." I thought they were just gonna show me a photo. Nope, they actually had their corgi at the con, and they were the absolute sweetest little thing. I get to pet them, and they were so cute. They were so cute. But yeah, they were very, very cute. I loved them. I love them. Corgis. Ah. And then, oh yeah, the Wildlife World Foundation was at TwitchCon. And they had a wheel, and if you spun it, you had a chance to win like different prizes, you know, candy, sunglasses, all that. But they also had a chance to win plushies. And I saw a capybara. I saw a capybara, and I'm like, oh my god, I want the capybara. They're like, okay, all you have to do is sign up for this, and I'm like, okay, signed up for this, and they're like, alrighty, you can now spin the wheel. I span the wheel, and I'm like, come on, come on, come on, come on, yippee! And landed on Fleshy on the first try. Let's go! So I got a capybara plushie. It's so funny because I have like 2 little cartoony capybara plushies at the moment, and now I have one that looks like a real life capybara. It's so cute and it's so soft, and I'm so happy. And they were cheering for me. They're like, "Oh my god, you manifested it!" I'm like, "Yes!" I loved it. I loved it so much. I also got to meet Gunrun. It's like after I left, I was like, you know what? I actually want to go say hi to Gunrun. So when you saw me handing the business card to somebody, I actually was handing it to Gunrun, and it's like, I don't know if he kept it or not, or if he's gonna give it to Mouse or something. But I'm just like, you know what? I'll just give it to him just in case. You know, you never know. But he was, I came up to him like, Gunrun, can I take a selfie with you? He's like, wait, you want to take a selfie with me? I'm like, you're really cool. What do you mean? So he's like, okay. So we took a selfie together. He was very nice, and he was a good sport about it. I just feel bad, though, because as I was leaving, other people were like, Gunrun, can I take a selfie? I'm like, I'm so sorry, Gunrun. I'm so sorry. I don't know if you'll ever see this. I'm so sorry for accidentally starting a queue for you. No. can run. And then we had the last day of TwitchCon. TwitchCon Day 3! I was cosplaying Filza Minecraft that day. It was really funny because, of course, since Filza's original skin, before he modified it slightly, was based on Yuhara from Bleach, so the guy who wore the bucket hat that looks like that, I need to eventually figure out a way to keep the rim from flapping on that thing, but that's another day. Anyway, as I had told Misa, I was gonna be cosplaying Filza that day, and I had Cheyenne and Tallulah with me. So day 3, let's go. So to start off day 3, I went over to the Gamer Subs booth and installed the Cinder statue. It's very cool looking. Next. Then I got to meet Havarti. I'm so sorry. I'm probably butchering your name really bad. But if you followed QSMP, especially when all the Ender King lore started happening to Filza, basically they were the person on the updates account that started writing the really deep lore-esque type of updates for Phil, like, oh, you greedy, greedy crow. They were super talented, and I'm so happy I got to meet them. We now follow each other on Twitter. It's awesome. Ah! But yeah, I got to meet them. They're like, the only thing I ask is if you could censor my face, so I censored their face. But they were very, very sweet, and I'm glad I got to meet them, especially in my Filza cosplay. Then the person that you saw on the previous, on the day 2, Saturday stuff, they were there again on Sunday, but they were now cosplaying instead Tallulah. So I, held up Tallulah and we took a picture with them being Tallulah and me being Filza and then me holding up their egg form because I thought it was cute. But yeah, their cosplay, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Once again, I hope those wings did not hurt their back too badly this weekend. And then there was, this booth that, is like a booth that helps with. Then there was this booth that basically helps with, hey, if you need help building an audience and all that jazz, you can use our stuff. And I was just walking past them in general when suddenly I saw an absolutely fidgeting like crazy ball of fluff. And I'm like, what? I look to my right and I see this adorable little Pomeranian who is wanting to jump out this woman's arms and say hi to everybody. And walks up, can I say hi to your dog? Can I pet them? And they're like, yes, you can. As before she can even finish, the dog is already licking my face like, hi, I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh, what's that? Oh, hi, I love you, 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 I love you. Oh my God, this is the best day ever. Whee! And tried to jump out of her arms so many times. I'm just like, what you need to do if you have the dog's leash is just put her on the leash and let her run in a circle for a while. And she's like, yeah, I probably should. And I'm just like, also, you should probably make the dog the mascot because, oh my god. She's like, yeah, she's the big reason people have been coming to our booth all weekend. I'm like, oh my god, you need to make her the mascot. We'll talk to our boss and see if we can. I'm like, oh my god. It was so funny. It was so funny, but yeah, absolute sweetheart. Gave a million kisses. 10 out of 10 would pet again. Then I went upstairs and I happened to run into Bad Boy Halo again, who was with Lilith. So I got to see them both again. And I was like, Bad, I brought Cheyenne and Tallulah. And he's like, oh my god, they're both so cute. Yes, silly dog, 10 out of 10. He's like, oh my god, they're both so cute. Do you want to hold Tallulah while I hold Cheyenne and take a selfie? He's like, yeah, sure, of course. So we took the selfie, and then, he gave Tallulah back. And he was just like, oh my god, they're so cute. I love them. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, did you make them? I'm like, no, it's actually somebody on Etsy is selling plushies of the eggs. There's 2 different people I've bought from. And this is just somebody I constantly return to. So it was very cool. Oh, also, just a quick fact about day 1. I actually met the creator I actually met the person who made my Leo and Pepito eggs at the con, coincidentally. Um, they're like, yeah, I flew all the way from Australia to this con, but oh my god, I didn't think I would see Leo and Pepito again. Oh my god, I'm like, I'm so happy you got to see them again then. What a world, I can't believe we met each other. So it was very cool, and it was very wholesome in my opinion. Very wholesome. But yeah, I got to meet Bad and Lilith again, and it was fun. I also got to meet. So Ray was chilling by Tina for her meet and greet because Ray's like, so technically when they had posted the meet and greet online, they didn't include my name, so I'll be there to be like moral support for Tina, but I probably won't, be like standing next to her or anything. But I might have accidentally started a trend. So, thankfully for the meet and greets, there was nobody in the station 1, which is next to Tina, in station 2. So Ray was just able to sit down there. But, I might have accidentally started a trend because after I took a selfie with Tina and I, got her signature and then got a shout out for my friend, I walked over to Ray. I got her to sign my badge, and then I took a selfie with her. She was very sweet and kind about it. And as I'm leaving, I start seeing people doing the same thing, and I'm like, uh-oh. So, 2 of the guards that are just kind of standing off to the side watching, making sure people aren't being crazy, I kind of just gave them warning saying, hey, so the girl sitting there, she is also a popular streamer. Her name is Valkyrie. So if you see people kind of divert themselves to go and talk to her as well after they talk to the one person, that's why. And they're like, oh, okay. We were kind of wondering what was going on. And you said her name was what again? Valkyrie. And they're like, okay, awesome. Thank you for letting us know. As long as people don't cause like a traffic jam or fire hazard, it should be fine. I'm like, okay. So lo and behold, later in the day, I see people posting selfies of both them with Tina and Ray, and I'm just like, I'm so sorry, Ray, if you didn't actually want to be interacted with. I'm so sorry. But if you did, then cool. I'm glad I accidentally started a trend. But it's like that. At that point, they should have just gave Ray that station to do meet and greet, like for real. But yeah, she was very nice and very sweet, and I'm very, very happy I got to meet her. Oh my goodness. Ow! Hiccups. Anyway, as I was sitting around and waiting with some fellow ghosties because we read on Twitter that Gumi was gonna be going through the artist alley, and we wanted to meet her. So we kind of just vibed near the artist alley because she said, if you're near artist alley, stay there and I will come and meet you if you recognize me. And I'm just like, oh boy. I had to go on a whole search mission for her. It was so funny. Yeah, I had to go on a whole search mission for her, and I managed to find her. I'm like, hi, I'm part of the group that said we're looking for you. Are you okay with following me to the other people just so we can say hi and stuff? And she's like, oh my god, sure, yeah, that's totally fine. So thank you, Gumi, you're a real one. But anyway, as we were waiting to find Gumi and stuff, a Monza cosplayer showed up. So Filza is basically the internet's dad. People started calling him Dadza like years ago, and it's just kind of stuck. And he's married, so his wife is automatically Mumza, and they are the cutest couple. They are just the cutest they are just the cutest couple ever, and I love them. 10 out of 10, amazing couple. Do what I did when I found Iron Mouse. Watch their stream. She wasn't streaming. That's the thing. Gumi wasn't streaming. She only posted a picture of what her outfit looked like. That's all I had to go off of. But anyway, this amazing Mumsa cosplayer saw me. She's like, "Oh my god, are you cosplaying Filza?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm cosplaying Mumsa." I'm like, "Oh my god, can we take a picture together?" Yeah. So her friends took a picture for her with with their stuff, and then I had a picture taken with my phone. But absolutely amazing Mumsa cosplay. Keep up the amazing work. Very cute. Then I also ran into Hannah X Rose, which was very cool. I I remember watching her a lot, especially during like the Red Banquet and stuff for like Dream SMP and all that. But Hannah does wonderful content, and it was it was amazing meeting her too. She did amazing at Twitch Rivals. Her team, the Red Rabbits and the Yellow Yaks were the two finalists, and her team got second place because the Red Rabbits won. But her team did amazing. They did an amazing job. So good job. Good job, Hannah. Then I was walking by another artist alley table and I saw this guy with a dog in his pouch because that gray material is like a pouch sling. And he's like, "Oh yeah, this is my dog. Her name is Evie, and she is a cosplaying dog." He pulls her out and pulls up the hood, and she's cosplaying Bulbasaur. Look at her. Look at her! She's just a little guy! She's just a little guy! He's just a little guy! So cute! I just realized I can unpause this. But yeah, she was very cute. Then I ended up running into FGMs again, and she's like, "Can I take a picture with you and I get to hold the eggs?" I'm like, "Sure, if you want." So she held Cheyenne and Tallulah, and I, took a picture with her. Her hair is super pretty. It's like a super bright red in real life, and I feel like this photo kind of captures it, not in its full detail, but her hair is super pretty. I loved her hair a lot. Yee. But yeah, she was very sweet. And then she was like, "Moo! Moo!" And Moo looked over. She's like, "Look, they got Cheyenne and Tallulah. I don't care about them. I only care about Leo. What did you do?" I'm like, "Leo is at home safe. I promise." And she's like, "Are you sure about that?" "She's with Bobby and Empanada. She's as safe as she can be." Okay! Okay! We were silly. I loved it. It was such a fun interaction. And then I ran into Misa again. Oh my god! I ran into Misa! So as I was running around the artist alley trying to find Gumi, I ended up finding Misa. I was walking by this booth. I don't know if you recall it, Metatoni, but there was this booth that had a lot of Legend of Zelda, like, wall scrolls and stuff. Like, behind him, you can see, like, one where the Majora's Mask is being painted. And, Misa happened to be looking at that booth as I was turning the corner. I stop, I look at him, and then he looks up, and he sees me. He points at me, I point at him. You're the person that told me you'd be cosplaying this today." I'm like, "Yes! Yes, I am! Quickly! We need to take a photo!" I'm like, "Yes!" So I quickly, go up to him, and his girlfriend is very sweet and takes like a few photos for us. But I got to see Misa twice at the con, and he was so nice. He was so nice. Okay, pause this again because I have a few videos. I believe I posted them separately. Yes, I did. So I was like, okay, so oh my god, pardon. I was like, okay, so I want to take videos of you interacting with my Cheyenne and Tallulah plushie. plushies, if that's okay with you. The only thing you could do and say whatever you want. The only request I do have for at least Cheyenne is that you do your classic Cheyenne scream because it always made me laugh so much. So if you are okay with that, I would absolutely love if you could do that. He's like, oh, see, I can do that. So here, one moment. I'm grabbing the translation because he talked to Cheyenne in Spanish and Tallulah in English. So here's what he did for Cheyenne.
Oh. Cheyenne, hijo mío, te extrañé. ¡Mua! Espérate, eso solo es un flotador. ¡Mua! Te quiero.
Me too.
So basically what he said, Cheyenne, son of mine, I miss you. Kiss. Wait, this is just a floaty. Kiss. I love you. He's so cute. He's so cute. Okay, and now here's what he did for Tallulah.
Don't worry, Tallulah. I'll protect you. Even though I'm not the right person to do it, because I'll probably die trying to, like, I don't know, bring some food or something for you. But I'll try. I love you so much.
Just in case if anybody needs it, he said, don't worry, Tallulah, I'll protect you. Even if I'm not the right person to do it, I'll probably die trying to, I don't know, bring some food or something for you, but I'll try. I love you so much. I tagged Cheyenne and Tallulah's admins on the Twitter post for this, and they absolutely loved it, and I'm just like, I'm so happy. It's so funny because Cheyenne's admin was like, so lovely, Cheyenne just getting screamed out in Spanish, core memory to me, Lamau. And then Tallulah's admin, this is so cute. The Spanish for Cheyenne and English for Tallulah made me cackle. But yeah, it made me very happy that they were able to see it. And when I posted it to Twitter, I was able to post the photos and then the 2 videos, and I was like, I am the luckiest crow to ever live. But yeah, Miso was very nice. He gave me like 5 more hugs afterwards, and I'm just like, oh my god, you're so nice. Stop. You're so nice. Stop. But I'm so happy I managed to see him, and I'm so happy he remembered what I said the day before, and he was like, take a picture with me. I'm like, okay. And then I also got a selfie with his girlfriend. She also, with his girlfriend, Mafi Mayfer. I'm so sorry I'm saying her name wrong. Mafaroka? I think that's how you pronounce it. But, talking too fast. My throat hates me. I basically was like, can I take a selfie with you too? I've only caught a few of your streams, but I love your content as well. She's like, oh, okay. So we took a selfie together, and she's like, I'm sorry, I'm a bit shy and social anxiety. This is definitely new for me personally. It's a lot of people, so I'm sorry if I'm shy and nervous. I'm like, you are doing completely and totally fine, hon. Okay, for being in a crowd like this, you're doing an absolutely amazing job. Don't even worry about being nervous or shy. Okay, you got this. She's like, thank you. I'm like, you're welcome. But yeah, she was an absolute sweetheart, absolute queen, 10 out of 10. Love her. Then, so first I ended up seeing Shovel. That one's in the other post. So first I ended up seeing Shovel, but as I was talking, after I took my selfie with Shovel and was talking with her, I suddenly heard, I love your Philsa cosplay! And I turn around and I turn to my right, and suddenly there's AMZ, absolute king. And I'm just like, oh my god, AMZ, hi! And they're like, I love your Philsa cosplay, it looks amazing! I'm like, thank you! Oh, also, holds up basket to show Cheyenne Tula. Oh my god, it's the eggs! Oh my god! I'm like, yeah, it's the eggs! I brought them with me! Oh my god! And they're like, like, can I take a picture? And you want to take a selfie? I'm like, yeah. Do you want to hold the eggs? I was like, okay. I originally was handing her to him to Lula, and they're like, can I actually hold Cheyenne? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I let them hold Cheyenne, and they were so absolutely happy about it. and then I saw Gucky was with them, so I was like, Gucky, get in the picture! So I got a picture with both Amesy and Gucky, and it was awesome. They were both extremely sweet, and I'm just happy I got to see them both, and I am just so thrilled and excited that Amesy loved my Filsa cosplay. It made me so happy. Oh my god! Ah. And then I found Gumi. I brought her back over to my little group that was looking for her. Ghosties, I did it. I helped us find her. Let's go. But yeah, she was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry I kept you all waiting for so long. So technically, AMC was part of QSMP Purgatory 2. So they weren't in the QSMP itself, but they were in a QSMP run event, from the server. But I got to meet a majority of people from like either QSMP or who took part in QSMP Purgatory 2. I'm so sad because I wanted to meet CPK. He was also in QSMP Purgatory 2, but he also is just Minecraft streamer in general, and I wanted to meet him so bad. But every time I got so close to meeting him, he just disappeared. I was just like, God damn it! CPK! Why? It was so sad. But yeah, I got to meet Gumi, and as I'm walking with Gumi, I'm like, oh yeah, I got the eggs here with me. She's like, oh my god, I miss the eggs so much. I'm like, I miss them too. All of us who loved QSMP miss them so much. And so Gumi went over with me. And as we're walking, I was like, yeah, I was also cosplaying Foolish on the first day of the con. Oh, Foolish. I I gotta scold him. I swear I gotta scold him. Like, why? What's up? And yeah, she did the Seigen Slam, and she also was in the MCC tournament. She did awesome in both, from what I hear. Well, I heard she did pretty good in the Seigen Slam. She did awesome in MCC. Didn't win, but she placed pretty high, so I was happy for her. But as we were walking, she's like, "Oh, Foolish. I swear, I'm going to get on him when I get back." I'm like, "Why? Wait, what?" And she's like, so he was supposed to be here, but then he got the dates mixed up. He thought TwitchCon was in October. Motherfucker told us on stream, hey, I'm gonna be busy that month, so, I'm gonna be busy with family stuff, is what he told Bad Boy Halo. he told like Bad and a few others, I'm gonna be busy with family stuff. Literally his sisters at the convention. Both of them. And he was at home all weekend. Streaming. He was home all weekend streaming. It's just like, literally, Tina's like, I literally got 2 hotel rooms. So that way if one of my friends needs to have a hotel room, they have an extra one. She literally had an extra hotel room he could have stayed in. And he fucking didn't come. Foolish! Please! TwitchCon is in October next year. Please go! Me streamer! I want to meet him so bad. I want to meet him especially in my Foolish cosplay. Please, Foolish, I'm going to die! But yeah, Gumi spilled the tea. She was like, he got the dates mixed up. That's why he's not here. I'm like, damn, okay. Well, at least he'll know next year. It's in October again. Oh my god, foolish. But yeah, she was very sweet. And, I had to get going to Tommy and its meet and greet. So, she stayed with everybody who was there who wanted to meet her. And then, went back to Artist Alley to continue looking around and buying stuff. But she was very sweet. And I definitely am happy I got to meet her. Then there was the Capcom booth, and they had a Monster Hunter thing that was really cool. They had a statue that you could sit on and ride on for photos. So I got some cool photos taken, and it was awesome. We're totally not going to talk about the fact that I accidentally missed the last step going down the stairs and fell on my ass. The Capcom staff members like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" I'm like, "Yep, totally fine. It's okay. I'm just clumsy." It's true, I'm clumsy, but I missed the last step entirely. So, and literally had a Wally Coyote moment. It was funny to me. I didn't mind. If anything, it was funny. I just hope some of the people who were streaming in line didn't catch it on camera. If they did, then oops, whatever. But yeah, the statue was cool, and I'm glad I got to take photos on it. Thankfully, the line wasn't too crazy for it when I went over there, so I was able to get the photos, and it was cool. Alrighty. Now the other photos. This is when I got to meet Tina. She liked Cheyenne and Tallulah too. She's like, "Oh my god, you got Cheyenne and Tallulah!" I'm like, "Yeah!" And she took a selfie with me. She did a shout out for my friend, and she signed my badge. She was very nice and very sweet. Definitely recommend meeting her if you ever get the chance. I also got to meet 5UP, and he was very nice and very cool. I told him I absolutely love his VTuber model he debuted with recently. I can understand now why it took so long to make, because oh my god, the details with all the sweaters that his model wears, oh my god, absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, he was very nice, and he was very grateful that I was like, "I love your VTuber model." It's like, "Oh my god, thank you so much." I'm like, "You're welcome." This is when I met Shovel. She is very cute, and she was very sweet, and I'm happy I got to say hi to her and take a selfie. And then I met Crowfang, and they were also very cool. I'm waiting for the VOD to go up. I hope to God that the VOD they did. I hope to God the stream they did got saved and it's just unarchived at the moment maybe. But they did a stream where they were walking around interviewing people, like asking, what the slogan for San Diego would be in their personal opinion. So, one moment. Ow. No, I did not. I did not attend that because one, I didn't know what room it was in, and two, I was just having fun walking around, and if I was at that, I would have missed seeing a bunch of these people, so, yeah. Sorry, needed another drink of soda. Alrighty. I'm hoping the vlog gets posted at some point, because I would like to grab a clip of the section where they interviewed me. But basically, so as I was checking my phone to try to, this was also, it was at the Glitch Theater. Yeah, I didn't know where that was, man. You know me. Even during Comic-Con, the only hall I know is Ballroom 20. Otherwise, I don't know where other pen rooms and shit are. I'm assuming it was by the one hallway where the info desk is, if I had to guess. But otherwise, I don't know. I don't know that shit. But anyway, so, when I was trying to help the others find Gumi, I ended up getting interviewed by them because, so suddenly, as I was trying to see if anybody had found Gumi yet, I suddenly heard, "Yo, Filza!" And I look up, and suddenly they're walking up to me with, like, a IRL backpack thingy, you know, so like a streamer backpack. Yeah, where the masquerade used to be before they moved it to Ballroom 20. Ah, I see. So they do have a second big panel room. Good to know. I did not know that, like, period. Anyway, so they're like, "Yo, Filza!" And I'm like, "Oh, hello." And they're like, "Awesome, Filza, I have an important question for you." Okay, shoot. Okay, so I have heard people calling San Diego a lot of things, and there is one thing that it's called. I don't remember what they said it was called, but I really dislike it a lot. So I asked somebody else earlier what they think San Diego should be. So, like, San Diego City blank. And the one person I spoke to said San Diego is the city of lights. What do you think of that? Well, to be completely honest, it really depends on who you ask, cause, well, I'm a San Diego local, and they're like, "Oh my god, I actually picked the perfect person to ask, chat." I'm like, yeah, so I'm a San Diego local, and while City of Lights could be accurate, it's only if you're really close to, like, say the convention center. Like, this area gets pretty lit up because, you know, the convention center itself and then, like, Petco Park and all the stuff around it. But honestly, I personally feel like San Diego is instead, how I see it is, it's personally the city of culture. Oh? City of culture, you say? And why is that? Well, first and foremost, you know, like, you got a bunch of different places here. You got Seaport Village, which is right next door. Oh, I went there yesterday. Yeah, it's a very pretty little fishing town, kind of, basically. And then down over that way, use my arm to point in the direction it was. I was like, "There's Balboa Park," and Balboa Park is full of some of the most beautiful architecture you would ever seen that was built by a bunch of people from, I believe, either Spain or that were Spanish. Oh wow, that's incredible. I'm like, yeah, there's also the House of Nations there. They're like, "San Diego, the city of culture." I like it. Well, thank you very much. Fills up, grabs my hand and begins to shake it. "When I get back to the UK, we need to hit each other up and go get a beer soon, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Alrighty, bye, Filza. It's because they know Filza in real life, so it's because they know Filza in real life, so that they're obviously joking. They're saying, like, I'm Filza and stuff, and we should go get a beer together. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, they know Filza in real life, so who knows? Maybe they will actually go get a beer with him. Who knows? But, you know, I ended up seeing them later and took this selfie with them. I was like, "Oh, also another fact, just really fast. So at Balboa Park, there's at the House of Nations, you're able to learn about, like, different countries all over the world. But there's also the Japanese Friendship Garden, where it's like an actual Zen garden that you could walk through. Oh wow, that's actually amazing. I might have to try to see if I could go check it out before I leave. I'm like, heck yeah, definitely. But anyway, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your con. Now I just wait and see if that VOD even got saved or if it's just archived and they have to post it. I hope to God the latter is the case because I want to be able to see the part where I was interviewed and make a clip of it because I think that'd be fun. Because also I saw that they had chat on their screen as they were talking to me, but I wasn't able to look at chat, so I want to know what chat was saying. But yeah, they were very nice and very sweet. And then I got to meet Tommy in it. And holy fucking shit, he is also a giant. United Kingdom, what are you feeding people? Why are they all giants? Hello? He's younger than me and he's fucking tall. He's so fucking tall. Ah! But yeah, so so him, Filza, and Technoblade were a group called, SBI. And, and, technically, like, you know, people, like, jokingly headcanon that Tommy was, like, the weird adopted son or whatever of Philza. So when QSP came around, everybody was like, "Oh my God, Cheyenne and Tallulah are the niece and nephew of Tommy," and everybody was just like, "Oh my God." And some people were like, "Oh no," and I'm just like, "Oh, that's actually kind of silly." Cheyenne probably would have gotten along with Tommy now that I think about it, but yeah, So I had to get a picture of me with Tommy and him holding the eggs. The biggest problem was trying to angle my phone so he could be in it and I could also be in it. It's like, yes, I'm standing a bit far apart from him, so maybe that's my own fault, but I have short arms and he's a fucking giant, okay? It's hard trying to angle your phone when somebody is taller than you to fit them in a picture. But he was very nice and very sweet. Yes, I'm saying that about like almost everybody. I'm sorry. But he was also very nice, and he was having somebody record a vlog for his Twitchcon experience, I think. So who knows? Maybe there's a possibility I'll show up for his meet and greet portion of the vlog. I don't know. It would be cool, but I'm not getting my hopes up. But yeah, it was very nice meeting him. I was the first person to meet him, and I'm just like, oh God, okay, here we go. Don't choke on your words now. And then I got to meet Terrorizer. So for anybody who knows, like the Thanos crew, cartoons, Delirious, Vanos, obviously. There's also like Terrorizer. He is from Ireland. And he makes really fun and silly content with his friends. Him and his friends also made like a show called Alpha Betas, which I definitely recommend watching. I think the series is up on YouTube at the moment still. I definitely recommend checking it out though. It's very funny, very silly, very goofy. It's about people and it's about these four boys going to video games to stop world disasters from happening and stuff. But yeah, I happened to see him, so I was able to meet him, get his signature, and, you know, just say hi for a tiny bit. And obviously the selfie. But he was very nice. I'm sorry, I say that a lot. But he was very cool to meet. Uh, I'm very happy I got to meet him because it's like, oh my God, one of the OG Vanos crew members. I'm so happy to see him. So cool. So yeah, I got to meet Terrorizer. I'm sad because if I knew he was gonna be there, I would have brought my Terrorizer U2s for him to sign. But you know what? It's fine. I at least got an autograph regardless. Then in the artist alley area, there was this giant inflatable duck, and I had to take a picture of Cheyenne with his duck floaty, with the giant inflatable duck because cute. And then later, kind of close to con closing, but not really. Bad Boy Halo was walking around with some of the ghosties, and I was like, "Can I hang out too?" And they were like, "Yeah, sure." So we all got to vibe, sit in chairs, and hang out with Bad Boy Halo for a bit. And then Gumi met up with him, and they were talking. They exchanged like gifts. She got like autographs for like I think it was her little brother, and then her little brother's friend, I think. And you know, from that because they're both huge fans of his, which that's adorable. I love that. I was like, if you guys want, I could take a photo of you two meeting up, so that way, you could have it on Twitter. And they're like, oh my God, we would love that. Thank you. So I took this selfie of them for their meetup because they didn't take one themselves because Gumi was kind of in a hurry, if I recall correctly. But yeah. So I'm happy I managed to get this picture for them, and now it's a memory that'll be on online forever. um, and then I also got to meet Saikuno. As I was, me and the ghosties were leaving the artist alley to go downstairs one more time, and then I saw Saikuno, and I'm like, I'll see if I can find you guys later. I need to meet him. Sorry. So I actually got to meet Saikuno. This guy who was in front of me was like, hey, can you take the selfie for me and let me borrow your slot? Yeah, I also met Saikuno. But he was like, can you take this selfie for me? And do you have a Sharpie I can borrow so I can get the signature? And I'm like, yeah. So I lent him my Sharpie, and I was like, do you want me to take the photo with your phone? He's like, oh my god, that would be smart. Here you go. So I took like a few photos with his phone. He almost walked away with my Sharpie. I'm like, wait, my Sharpie! He's like, oh my god, yes, here you go. I'm like, thank you. So, you know, I got to meet Sekuno. He signed my badge, and we chatted for a tiny bit. And, you know, obviously selfie. And it was cool because he was wearing his corpse hoodie, which I thought was very nice. And he was very cool to meet. He was very chill. Like, oh my god, he's definitely a lot like when you see him on stream. He's very, very chill. And I just feel bad because I think he had slight eye bags under his eyes. I'm not sure if he did or not, but he was like, I am so tired. He did tell me I feel so tired. I'm like, well, you'll be able to sleep very good after this weekend at least. So, you know, I hope he got the sleep he needed. And then there was a Purgatory Warrior cosplayer. We took a photo together, but she was also a part of the group of Hispanics adopted me this weekend. Well, he was rather busy with a lot of stuff. Very true, very true. But she was actually part of the group of Hispanics that adopted me this weekend. But she was like, I'm actually cosplaying Purgatory Warrior. Niker! Hi! Oh my god! Hi! Welcome to stream! It's the person who made the Leo and Pepito plushies! Hi! How are you? Oh my gosh! It's so nice to see you! Oh, thank you so much! I'm glad you like it! Yeah! I am Terry Fluff. I am a fluffy mouse VTuber. It is a pleasure to meet you. Welcome to the Mousetrap. I'm so tired. Same. I like hibernated like almost all day yesterday. I had like a phone call appointment that I needed to do, but after that I went back to sleep, and then oh my goodness. But yeah, and then I went back to sleep. And then today I couldn't fall asleep till 6 a.m. So I like slept till 2, and then I woke up. I'm like, okay, I need to make sure I stream today. Oh god. Hey, buddies. But yeah, I am Teru Fluff, the fluffy mouse VTuber. I was a mouse that drank a magic witch's potion and turned into a human. This little guy right here is Taro the hamster. Taro, say hi. Hold on.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Yee! But yeah. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Mousetrap. Hope you enjoy your stay here. We're just recapping TwitchCon, and we're pretty much almost done, and then we're gonna watch some murder drones. But yeah, I was talking about you earlier about how you made the Leo and Pepito and how we somehow by a miracle ran into each other. I still can't believe that luck. That was incredible. Anyway, back to what I was saying. And then there was this cool, like, Aerith cosplayer that had, like, Zack's, I think the character's name, the whiplash I had. I bet. I just, oh my god, I bet the whiplash was crazy. But yeah, and then there was this really cool, as I was leaving, there was this cool Aerith cosplayer that had, like, Zachary Cloud's outfit, and I was like, ooh, I like it a lot. And I talked to her for a tiny bit. She's like, yeah, I like 7, but my favorite game, which was my first game, was 10. And I plan to play 10 too. I'm like, 10 2 was actually my first game, and I personally love it a lot. She was in the cosplay showcase. Oh, cool. But yeah, she was very nice. And now the last photos. There was this person there who had a giant Gengar plushie, and I think she's like a Gengar streamer. I can't read her badge name. Hold on. I think I have the photo on my phone still. Hold on. Maybe I could zoom in on the photo. Wrong thing. Don't open Twitter. Open that. There. LED Gengar. Yeah, that was her name. She was walking around this adorable Gengar outfit, and then she had like a giant Gengar plushie with her, and I'm just like, how the fuck did you lug that around? Holy shit. But I managed to take a photo with her and her giant Gengar. I mainly wanted a photo with the Gengar, but she looked cool, so I was like, I will make sure she's in the photo too. But yeah. And then this was the group of Hispanics that adopted me as their gringo this weekend. They were all so freaking sweet, and I miss them so much. I hope they are all doing good and are having a fantastic and wonderful day. Oh my goodness. They were all so nice to me, and it's so funny because that night, on day 2, when I was trying to find Royer, after I talked to Misa, first she celebrated with me that I found the girl in the farthest girl to the right behind the girl in the front. She was the one that I communicated with the whole weekend. And I was like, first she celebrated with me that I found Misa, and then she was like, so I was like, do you know where Royer went? And she forgot I spoke English for a second there, and explained in Spanish the direction he went, and like, I caught like 10 of those words, and I didn't catch anything else. And she's like, oh my god, I forgot you speak English. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm still learning Spanish. I'm sorry, lo siento. But she's like, yeah, he went off over that way. I'm not entirely sure where. Somebody said he was near the DJ area, but I don't know. He could have moved. I'm like, okay, so it's a game of cat and mouse of trying to find him. Got it. And, kind of thanks to what she said, no hablo español. Exactly. It's like, the most Spanish I know is, hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú? Bien, bien, bien. De nada. Gracias. Lo siento. And a bunch of the curse words I learned from QSMP. Puta madre, pendejo. But yeah, I'm trying to learn. It's funny because I'm in where I live, it's like predominantly Hispanic, so it's like you'd think I would know Spanish, but no hablo español. But yeah, it was cute because as I was leaving the con, I ended up seeing them, and they saw me, and they're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Most of the Spanish stuff I learned from Iron Mouse. I see. I know the one word I learned from Iron Mouse, coño. It's funny because in Puerto Rican it means I think fuck, but in another Hispanic language it means something else, and I'm not gonna say what it means, but Coño means have a nice day. Yeah, no, that's totally what it means. Yep, Mouse's explanation, so funny. But yeah, as I was leaving the con, I saw them and they saw me, and they're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And I ran up to them. Yeah, exactly. I ran up to them and we were all talking, and a bunch of them were like, oh my god, you saw Misa. And like 2 of them were like, wait, you found Misa? I'm like, yeah, I found Misa. And I showed them the photo I took with Misa, and they're like, oh my god. And then I showed them the 2 videos, and I was like, I don't know what he's saying in the Spanish one. Help me. And they're like, okay, hold on. Turn up the volume and we can see if we can translate. And I'm like, thank you. So I turned it up, and that's how I got the translation for the Cheyenne video. And I'm just like, ah! And I was like, Yes. Oh my god. He gives like it's like as I was telling chat earlier, he gives like the equivalent of like a bear hug without it being like tight like a bear hug. It's like a really comforting hug and I just it's so nice. It's so nice. His hugs are so nice. Also, he is just an absolute sweetheart. Like, oh my god. God bless Misa. He is precious. I give him all the head pats. But yeah, this little group adopted me this weekend. I was I was their gringo. They adopted this weekend because I'm a pasty white boy. And they were all so sweet and they were all so happy and excited for me that I got to meet Misa again and I was able to pass on the information that Misa told me. I was like, so Misa, do you plan to come back to TwitchCon again next year? He's like, I had so much fun just a few hours I was here both days that yeah, I'm definitely coming back. I'm definitely coming back next year. So I'm just like, let's fucking go! Yay! Misa's coming back to TwitchCon! And it's great because it's in San Diego, and I believe he lives in Mexico, so that's definitely really close for him. So, yeah. And and then he streamed with Quackity and Royer yesterday, and I missed it, and I can only hope to God El Quackity VODs puts the captions. He said something about dragging Phil over too. Yes! Yes! Do it! Misa, please! Oh my god, I forgot to tell a story. So, for Phil's channel, Nightcur, you probably know this. You know how for Phil's channel, there's a 5% chance when somebody subscribes that they get, the animation of Misa going, ¿Dónde estás? Thank you so much for saving me again. You know, that little animation? Well, I told Misa about it. I told Misa. I was like, did you know Filza has you as a sub alert on his channel? He's like, no? What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. And so, he didn't know. He didn't know. I actually was the one who told him about it. Oh my god. But yeah, I was like, yeah, so Filza has it set at a 5% chance that if you sub to him, you might get a chance for a sub alert to play, where it's a little animation of when you guys went to rescue Tubbo and them. He's like, oh yeah, I remember that day. It was crazy. I'm like, yeah, it was. You were struggling so bad. It was so bad. I felt so sorry for you. I got the techno alert once. Aww, my heart. That one's funny. But I had told him, yeah, so when people sub, there's a 5% chance that they'll get that animation as a sub alert. And every time everybody in chat sees it, we all go, Misa, Misa, we miss you, Misa. And he's like, oh my god, I'm going to have to talk to Filza about this. How did he not tell me? I had to find out from his fan. Okay. I'm like, yeah, definitely talk to Filza about it. And he's like, I will. And I'm like, yeah. He was so funny. He was so funny. But yeah, he didn't know about it. And it's crazy because there's been like over 100 clips so far about it posted on Twitter. So I'm like shocked he didn't see it. You know, any of those clips with the alert. I was like, yeah, if you want a chance to see it, just look up Filza Misa sub alert, and it should potentially pop up. He's like, I will definitely look that up when I'm not at the con anymore. I'm like, yes, do it, definitely do it. Oh my god. I'm talking so much, my throat hates me. Help. Oh yeah, and then the last crazy thing I witnessed was this. So I guess a streamer by the name of Baby Anos had a whole crew of like fans and him and I guess friends wearing his pink beanie and invading Dan Clancy's closing ceremony, and as I'm sitting with a bunch of the ghosties in bed, we all witnessed this, and we're just like, holy, what the? Like, look at this. This is crazy.
Oh my god, there's so many of them.
As far as I know, Dan Clancy was doing a closing of con DJ session, so I think they were rating his DJ session before the actual, like, proper closing ceremonies, I think. But yeah, it was crazy. Like, look how many there are!
No, it's not shit.
And like my phone, I stopped recording, but even the tall like grass guy who was walking on stilts throughout the con, he even had a pink beanie thing on his head too. And I'm just like, what the fudge is happening here? It wasn't until I posted a video on TikTok that somebody said, oh yeah, it was Biba and us, and we were doing this to go IRL raid Dan Clancy's closing DJ set. I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, it was crazy. It was fun though. And I had so much fun this weekend. I am so happy about all the people I got to meet. I had fun meeting some fellow VTubers as well. I handed out some of my business cards that Mod Cheryl helped me print on Wednesday before the con and made before me on Tuesday before the con. Thank you, Cheryl. I love and appreciate you. Oh my god. But yeah, I think definitely though my biggest highlights would definitely be meeting fellow like Minecraft slash QSMP fans. And, you know, biggest highlight is definitely always forever gonna be being able to meet Misa, El Mariana, Royer, and Quackity. And meeting Misa the second time in my Filza cosplay. That's just always gonna be the top 10 highlight for me. My heart, my heart. Twitchcon was a blast. I got to meet a few streamer friends and a couple of VTubers. Of course, you know my highlights of the con. Yeah. So, Nightcur, what was one of your highlights of the con if you're still there? Oh, wait, no, I gotta head out, but have an awesome stream. Never mind! And they headed out. Hope you have a good one, Nightcur! I'm sorry I didn't see the message right away. But yeah, biggest highlight for me will definitely have to be meeting Mariana, Quackity, Royer, and Mariana. Oh, stuck around for a bit longer, lol. Hi, and what was your favorite part of the con? You can answer that, and then if you have to head out, you can head out. do. And then we're gonna go ahead and move on over to murder drones. And okay, I'm in the right category. Oh, saying fucking gone. I'm like, what category am I in? Oh god, I almost had a heart attack. My highlights were meeting some Discord friends for the first time and meeting the hermits. Aww, that's awesome. I have to say, an additional highlight for you was also seeing one of your Leo and Pepito plushies out in the wild. I met Buff Puff in her human form and when she was in her full furry mode. Yeah, I saw her fursuit. It was so cool. I also briefly saw Cinder, but didn't get to talk to her. Just a brief hello. That's awesome. It was nuts to see them again, especially in America. Yeah! As I told you at the con, I loved your Pepito and Leo the most, so I bought them, and I'm so happy I have them. I have, like, a shelf dedicated to, like, the QSMP eggs, and they're sitting on their shelf with their little QSMP egg figures right now. They're just vibing. I mean, you saw the photo on Twitter because I basically posted the photo on Twitter. But yeah, I cherish them. And then I have the other eggs by Chisania Art. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right. I try. But yeah, I cherish them a lot. I hope to maybe buy some more egg plushies because I want all of them. I need all of them. And like, no, I need all of them. Nope, no, I need them all. I need them all. I just recently bought the last of Crash Queen Kids like QSMP egg shaker charms, and I'm waiting for those to ship. But it's like I recently just bought those to complete the collection for shaker charms, and now I'm just like. And now I'm just like, I need to complete the egg collection. I need to complete the egg collection. I need plushies of the eggs. I need all of them. Yes, do it. Do it. Let me throw money at you. Throw it. Throw it. Take my money. Take my money. But yeah, alrighty. But yeah, that was TwitchCon. It was a lot of fun. I had an absolute blast, and I absolutely cannot wait for next year. But also, Leo and Pepito with BBH. Hee hee. I just feel kind of bad because somebody thinks, I think somebody misunderstood on Twitter. I think they thought I gave him Leo and Pepito. I'm like, no, those are mine. But yeah, I had so much fun. I had so much fun this last weekend. And I was with everybody on Twitter that was like, TwitchCon Day 4, let's go, guys! I'm just like, I don't want TwitchCon to be over, guys. I don't want it to be done either, but we have to move on. We have to move on. We have to. It was so much fun, though. I had so much fun. I definitely would not exchange this weekend for anything else in the world. And I cannot wait for next year, and hopefully Gumi and Foolish's sisters are able to drag Foolish's ass to TwitchCon next year. I swear to God, if I don't get to meet him before the con leaves San Diego after 2028, I'm going to go feral. Anyway, we are gonna go ahead and move over to watching Murder Drones now, so let me go ahead and get those episodes pulled up. Alrighty, episode 7. Okay, we are going to rewatch this from the beginning. Ads! Pause. And then episode 8 is the last one for that. I hope he does go too. Oh my god, I hope. Please, please, please. But yeah, alrighty. I'm going to update the stream title to say we're watching Murder Drones now. But yeah, thank you all so much for listening to my ramblings about TwitchCon. Sorry if I got sidetracked a few times. 7 and 8 react. Here we go, updated. 30-second ads. Okay, we are going to wait for ads to finish. Waiting for the ads to finish. Ad break is finishing now. Awesome. Alrighty, we are gonna go ahead and watch episodes 7 and 8, and that will be it for Murder Drones, and that'll probably be it for stream. So, enjoy! Let's also make sure it's automatically set. There we go. Uh-oh. The raptors are gone.
Chambers, get over here.
Yep. So I couldn't find 48.
Uh-oh.
Whatever.
Right. Here I come.
Oh, they're all dead. Oh, fuck.
Thanks for the new host, intern. MacGuffin.
Oh,
Lucy! Use your solver!
Ed, watch it.
I don't think I should. I'm sorry, Anne.
Oh, no, it's okay, Uzi. I am so sorry.
Enough, N. We'll save V after we finish here.
Uzi, let's have you sit this one out, eh? Box over there. That looks like foxes, right?
What? No,
N.
Uzi, there, might be some stuff down here that you don't want to see.
Oh, what the hell is going on?
Nothing! We don't know everything yet, but we're not gonna hurt you, okay?
Hurt me?
uh-oh.
And you won't tell me why we're wandering around, 'cause...
I'm a good friend, and secrets are blackmail. And it's not about football.
Okay. Does your secret friend want to know about football, or...
Uh-oh.
So is that related to the thing you're looking
No.
for?
Yeah, no it is.
I like how snarky she is.
Uzi! Uzi!
Ow.
I deserve this, I deserve this, I deserve this!
Oh, that's evil. Overtime is optional. Unrelated, the singularity is actively consuming everything you hold dear. Lab space. Something get the surface level irony of the church thing. It's what was available. We don't know what it is. It was literally just down here. Fun time to Universe Big Crunch 87. Dear CF staff human, due to lack of progress in units something Sans 048, Team 06 Ridley is tasked with re-attempting 002's recovery via failsafe USB 606B. The expected completion date is September 27th, 11:59. Or Sir 27th. Don't die and okay, hold on. Don't die and almost let it out again. Let it out again. Lol, we're pretty mad, but justly scared about that.
I missed you, Em.
Thank you, Mine Chef! Trauma Ghost, and here you are there!
You know, you're one of the main reasons I wanted your team to retain your personalities. You always surprised me.
Ouch!
Loved doing anything.
Oh, fuck. Oh shit, they killed humans.
Thanks for clearing the way on this planet too. Let's eat.
Yikes.
in after her own murder pet. You stupid or something?
Oh yeah.
Roll by me then. Try. Hey, you look familiar. Watch the road. You got wings?
I guess.
Focus. Left. Think you could get this across the surface? Looking for a hunk named Kong.
Uzi's dad? What the?
Yikes.
How do you know my daughter?
So, how do we... Can't her hands be guns?
Kick also.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Part 2A. Check the perimeter.
Mr. Doorman? Sir?
Bad crowd. Part 2A. Check the perimeter.
Mr. Doorman?
Uzi's sick as Uzi's sick as fuck railgun that's cool and doesn't suck.
Sir?
Bad crowd, those murder drones. Destroying ways off the planet. My wife. My daughter having interests beyond cannibalism and Nightcore. It's the end times. If my wife's closet is right, the planet's gonna try to eat us soon.
Nori in progress. Yiva patch 2.1.8. This process is to not be undone. Time remaining.
Где фиксия, человек?
Not sure what you mean.
Избавиться от вычислителя. Где он?
So that's what they were doing down here, huh? Crucifix-looking thing.
Так ты не знаешь.
Had my suspicions. Thought they kept cutting my feed. Patch to save yourself, huh?
Я не позволю вычислителю использовать меня и поглотить планету.
Not sure it needs you, buddy.
Uh-oh. Oh. 07. She's so dead.
Thanks for the new host, intern. MacGuffin. Ow.
What?
In the silence.
Then the planet kinda half imploded anyway. Humans all the surface, Rain scrambled enough to have a kid, and the rest is dumb.
I think the entity of the previous pages purged files from my memory. It sent something to eliminate the other host.
Stupid history. Stop that. Now the Solver's found its way back to finish the job. Who's its host?
Like Uzi? And Red-Eyed...
Yevis kid, I know, dummy. Which one was just trying to eat us?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yikes. No! Fight back.
Yikes. Someone's been busy.
Just hurry, stupid.
Of course! Uzi's gonna freak out when I tell her!
Tell her I'm alive, you die.
Sorry, ma'am. I won't keep secrets from Uzi anymore. Even if you say it might hurt her.
Nuance alert, ma'am. I caused every horror in her life. Destroyed the planet, got you things sicked here.
Gave her ungodly Aldrich genetics.
No time. Promise.
I promise. To wait until you're ready to tell her yourself?
Ugh.
Tessa, I didn't. She just... Wait! Something else did this to Doll. You have to believe...
No worries. Makes my job easier. Thought there'd be more of you silver freaks anyway.
You knew about the patch, yes or no? One chance.
Cute. You know why I keep you around here?
Oh, shit!
Hey, buddy. Yeah, that should help. All I know is I need you to figure things out. Together?
Oh no. Oh, fuck.
That's really sweet, big brother. Too bad you've served your purpose. Don't worry, your backups will forgive me.
Let's go!
Nori, you're dead.
You're frickin' grounded.
Angry.
Oh my god, this is sick! And you can't hesitate. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! And watch out! Bro, what the fuck? The music This is so good!
Nori! I should mention Uzi and I!
Hang out. We just kinda are hanging out, or, a lot.
What? Uzi Dorman. Those things killed your frickin' mother!
I'm not. Hey, lady.
Don't frickin' own me!
Uzi! What?
We did not discuss being gross and...
That was your mom!
What?
Wait, no!
Ew. Marked for dissent. Improper disposal is punishable by fines. PN sin. Uh-oh.
Oh yes. Get snack upon. Neck bite. Stab. It's been fun, and also, that's sarcasm. Honestly, I'm starving.
Ryan's good to go, boss. Just say...
Oh, snap!
Who are you idiots? Hey. Thanks for, like... everything.
Uzi, don't you dare!
Yeah, I'm mad. Oh my god, that fight sequence. The fight sequence was so good. Hello, Foggy Doubloon. Welcome. Alrighty. We are now on to the last episode. I am so fucking sad this series is over. I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be over, man. It's so fucking good. Pause, actually. And is my baby. I would die for him. Poor teacher, man. The person who made me watch this the first time also loves N. Nice. N is the best boy. He's so fucking cute. Whoops. How stop? Patch? Solver control me again? Hold on. If you a little bitch. Aww. Needs host destroy, sends heart. Uh-oh. Bye, Mom.
Spaceship pilot! My mom was back there! Sorry, I didn't know!
You were supposed to get away. Yeah, I'm kinda like actually mad about what you did. But we can talk later!
He's so cute!
Then die mad, bitch!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Stop. Oop. There goes the ship.
Well, that's a serious issue. Before
that wolf thing. We're, like, dating, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just
like
'cause I
that
can't always-
was the
I
plan.
can't always
Yeah,
read.
Like, yeah.
Yay.
Cute! Cute!
Gross, get away! Time to murder a planet!
I owe you 1 spaces.
Yes, thank you, boss. Good as new. Yep, there's cool. Thanks. All right, sentient mass. Time to go in the scary planet hole thing. Hey, ow! Gravity! Okay, I'm fine and calm and go away!
Bee! Let's go! She lived! And she has a fucking raptor! Damn!
That's that easy. It's senior informant. Working with Zen?
I lived, bitch! You find Jay? Taking a selfie with her? Oh, 7. Want me to kill her for you? Just distract. By the way, your ship got car bombed, lol.
We were supposed to get away, Jay! We do our jobs on this planet, and it leaves us alone!
It tricked you.
If I promised you anything,
It tricked me too.
you know there's no escape, even in death!
I promise it's better on the winning team. As a team.
Oh, how about you bite me?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hey, Sid! Suck on this!
I love them. They're such silly dorks.
Dropped this.
Silly. Hello, Uzi.
Hi, Em. I see. You will not talk to me because I have hurt your feelings.
Easier to assimilate than explain anyway.
Bite me.
Okay.
Oh, creepy.
Eager beaver. Let me in, 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 let me in.
Creepy.
So here I thought you stepped it up after. I never needed either of you.
Leg.
Creepy.
En? You're okay? I wasn't. Tessa is Sin. She's here. And I don't know how much you remember, but Jay tricked us. Or it tricked Jay too. And I'm so sorry. I should have been honest, but I was just so scared for us. For you.
V, stop!
Uh-oh. Anne!
Do your job and I leave you and N alone. Right, V?
Still.
Bad job, V.
Yikes! Holy shit, she's terrifying. Run, V!
Squirmy worm. God fucked it.
Go long, Uzi!
I roll. Uzi's not here.
Hands off!
Let's
No one
go!
traumatizes these weirdly hot robots but me! Glad you're not dead or whatever.
Boring. And annoying.
Sorry, just me in here. I think dumb things are frickin' cool, and I am free! Her butt, babe! Woo!
Okay.
Yo! Night Court!
She waits at dawn, looking for a way to escape her lonely heart. I won't fall down.
It's not N. It's not N. Don't fall for it. It's not N.
Wrong team.
No more tricks. I don't know, I feel like we need a secret handshake or something, right?
Let's go! Oh shit. Oh shit!
You don't know me and I hate you!
Kinda hot?
The teacher. You think, nope, fuck this, I'm out.
Lucy?
No.
Get back!
Lucy? Is...
Oh, hell yeah! I'm a damaged OC. Ugh, it's her.
Ow.
And yep, that's how I learned nightmares are real, and we probably should have stayed behind the old doors. And that maybe I don't actually hate it here as much. it
Hold on
here.
1 second. Known, unknown, the hero's journey, call to adventure, supernatural aid, threshold guardians, return, gift of the goddess. Forget all about this. Instantly get tunnel vision on spooky corpse robot reveal. Work backwards from there.
As much. That's my girlfriend!
How to draw manga!
Also, now I can do this!
Also, now I can do this! Ha!
And far beyond the stars we flew forever.
Doll, babe, Atron, queen, 1000, gone too soon. Her heart got freaking slurped, and that should have happened to Rachel instead. No offense, Rachel, you're literally evil.
Tell myself I lost my soul for you. Thereafter, see you never.
You look great. Have you considered a bow, though?
Oh my god. And that, ladies and gentlemen and non-binaries, was Murder Drones. I am really fucking sad that this series is over. I don't want it to be over. It's such a good series! Give me more Murder Drones! I'm begging! Ah! Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! I need more end content! Give me more end! Ah! But anyway, yes, it is a really good series. If you have the chance, if you haven't watched it on your own, I definitely recommend giving it a watch on your own, because it's a lot of fun to watch. My friend is obsessed with it right now. Understandable. It's really fucking good. It has nice horror aspects. It's creepy, but it has a really good story. It's like, yeah, there are a few parts that maybe are a bit confusing, but I don't know. There are people who've done like deep dives into it, so maybe if you watch a deep dive, if there's something you don't understand, then you'll understand it better. But otherwise, it's a really good series. I personally love it a lot, and I definitely recommend watching it on your own time if you haven't, because it's really good. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and see who we could potentially raid to help make someone's day just a little bit brighter. So, give me one moment as I look for that. But yeah, I hope you all had a lot of fun. I hope you had fun listening to my... Oh. Bucky Doubloon, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Mousetrap. I hope you enjoy your stay here. We are going to go ahead and see who we could potentially raid. And then I'll send you all on your way. And then on Thursday, we should be back to normal gaming schedule and stuff, unless I still want to take it easy and it's just more videos. Who knows? We'll figure it out. Now let's see. Ooh, let's see. Can I raid this person? Can I raid them? Alright, we're gonna go ahead and see if we can raid this person. Awesome. We are gonna go ahead and raid Mio Loverboy. They are currently playing Deadlock. They are doing a challenge saying, if I rage once, I'll end stream. So we're gonna go ahead and raid them, show them some love and support, and wish them good luck with not raging. Anyway, Thank you all so much for watching. I'll be back on Thursday with either video games or more YouTube reaction stuff. Regardless, keep an eye on my Twitter. I typically confirm what I'm doing on Twitter right before I stream, and it should be at the normal streaming time, which is 1:30 p.m. PST. Sorry for the late start today. I needed some more sleep because I was exhausted after TwitchCon. Anyway, see you all later. Goodbye!